When India grows, the world grows. When India reforms, the world transforms. Honorable Law Minister, Government of Bihar, Shri Nitin Naveen, revered Professor Dr. Cyril Poropo, full Professor of Operations and Supply Chain Management, Director of Doctorate in Business Administration Programs, Montpellier Business School, France, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir of Amity University, Patna, Dr. Vivekanand Pandey, Sir, respected Deputy Controller of Examination, Amity University, Patna, Dr. Sushil Kumar, respected Deputy Registrar of Amity University, Patna, Dr. Naveen Kumar Yadav, revered faculty members, esteemed research scholars, and dear students. A very bright and joyous good morning to all of you. On behalf of Amity University, Patna, I, Dr. Chetna Preeti, would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you in the two-day International Conference on Contemporary Issues in Business Management and Information Technology with special theme, Bharatiya Model of Development, Rethink, Reorient and Reinvent India. The morning is bright indeed, as we are overjoyed and awestruck by the presence of a galaxy of luminaries as our distinguished guests. Let us join our hands together for a joyous and thunderous applause. Amity University, Patna is another landmark university established by the Amity Education Group to revolutionize the Indian higher education sector through the provisions of globally benchmark, research-based and employment-oriented education. Amity University has over 25,000 research publications, more than 400 ongoing research projects, 500 books in various fields, 1,540 plus patents, and 4,410 management case studies in areas such as strategic management, marketing, finance, human resource management, and economics. In keeping with the vision of the Honorable Founder President of Amity Education Group, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan Sir, and Honorable Chancellor, Amity University, Dr. Atul Chauhan Sir, of creating a research and innovation-driven university, we are hosting this international conference with great pride. Bharatiya model of inclusive development envisages Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. Bharatiya model of economic development has its cultural roots, which have evolved and flourished in the Indian subcontinent. It greenlights the much talked about green economy. It focuses on Atmanirbhar Bharat. It speaks of Antyodaya, which is giving benefits to everyone starting from the lowest on the economic ladder. Economic analysts look for economic indicators. So the feat of record export of 400 billion US dollars is achieved despite the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, uncertain global order, war in Central Asia, and other domestic issues. In the last 10 years, India is recording a rapid rise in a slew of global benchmarks. India has jumped to 5th position in the world economy after overtaking the United Kingdom. We are the 3rd largest fintech economy in the world after the USA and UK. India has 3rd largest startup ecosystem globally and is home to the fastest growing unicorns. Within a short span of just 4 years, the number of space startups has gone up from mere single digits to over 150. In the Global Innovation Index, we ranked 81 in 2014. We have jumped 41 places, and today we are number 40 in the world. So it is very clear that Bharatiya model of economic development is showing its true strength, and now it is the right way forward. The aim of the conference is to have intellectually stimulating discussions and deliberations of students, research scholars, academicians, and industry professionals. The knowledge-enhancing technical sections will pave a way for mitigating the problems and devising solutions for local and global challenges. The international conference is an endeavor by Amity University, Patna, to create an ecosystem of research and innovation among intellectual minds to drive change for a better future. With these words, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you, and I would like to say, "Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara." Shubham karoti kalyanam, arogyam dhan sampada, shatru buddhi vinashaya, Deepa Jyotir Namastute. In our culture and tradition, we seek divine's blessing to mark the auspicious beginning of any event by the lamp lighting ceremony. Light illuminates our lives and brings positivity into it. So now may I request Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Nitin Naveen respected Vice Chancellor Sir, respected Deputy Controller of Examination, respected Deputy Registrar Sir, esteemed HOIs, and Team CIBMIT, to kindly light the lamp, spread the spirit of research and innovation among everyone.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम्
May I now request the digital team to display the profile of our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, who is the pillar of strength for all of us, and whose dynamic exuberance enthuses us with positivity.
Professor Dr. Vivekanand Pandey, Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Patna, has more than 25 years of experience in academics and academic administration. Dr. Pandey is a doctorate in business administration, MBA, and LLB from the University of Lucknow. He has published more than 20 IPRs and has 35 plus research papers in reputed national and international journals. He is also the author of 30 plus books and book chapters. Dr. Pandey has conducted a number of workshops for government officials of Doordarshan, All India Radio, Judicial Training Center, Uttar Pradesh Police, Bihar Police, Indian Railways, Management Development of Uttar Pradesh, etc. In the heart of progress, at the crossroads of tradition and innovation, stands a figure of inspiring leadership and profound commitment. Dr. Vivekanand Pandey Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Patna. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir is a beacon of knowledge whose vision has not only shaped the future of education but has also fostered a community of thinkers, leaders and innovators. As Amity University Patna continues to grow, guided by his visionary leadership, it remains a place where futures are not just imagined but diligently crafted and realized. Honorable Sir, we are grateful and honored to have you in our lives as our leader, mentor and guide.
May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir for his welcome address.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Chetna Preeti. I am deeply grateful for having this privilege of welcoming each one of you in this two-day conference organized by Amity Business School on a very special topic, Bharatiya Model of Development, Rethink, Reorient and Reinvent India. I am thankful to Shri Nitin Naveen ji. Nitin Naveen ji, we welcome you at MIT University Patna. And I can recall that day once I came to you and you said that you, on that very day you had your program at Chhattisgarh. I requested you that to discuss this particular model of Honorable Prime Minister, sir. There cannot be any other person better than you. You being very young Minister of Law and Minister of for Urban Development Department, you are the best suited person to become the chief guest of this program. And I am thankful to Shri Nitin Naveen ji for accepting our request, taking out time from his busy schedule. He went to Chhattisgarh, he completed his assignment given by Honorable Prime Minister and came back last evening only to join this particular program. May I request you all to please join your hands together and welcome Shri Nitin Naveen ji, the chief guest of the program. Once again, please, little longer and louder. Please. We also welcome Professor Cyril, who is joining us from France. He is Professor of Doctoral Program in Business Administration, and I'm sure you must be knowing that he is joining from France, and at this time period, it must be around 6:30 at France. Professor Cyril, we are really thankful. We are indebted to you for accepting our request and joining us and accepting our request for delivering key speech in this conference. My dear students, please join your hands together and welcome Professor Cyril. I also welcome Professor Nitya from Purdue School of Business, Professor Krish from University of South Wales, Professor Sandeep from Lincoln University College, and each one of you sitting in this seminar hall in order to participate in this two-day international conference. I submit my respect to you all and welcome you from core of my heart. My dear students and researchers, I'm sure you will agree with me that the topic chosen by MIT Business School professors and especially the conveners is very important topic. The topic which is much talked, much discussed among each and every one. I am sure that you will agree with me that growth model evolves over time amidst uncertain circumstances and its dynamics. If in case I start, I was discussing with Nitin Naveen ji and Nitin Naveen ji was talking about the time period of Nehru ji, Indira Gandhi. If in case I go back to in that time period, our economy is mixed economy, and since independence, our economy, Indian economy, was based upon socialist and capitalist mixed view, and therefore the role of government was very predominant. It was very predominant also because the percentage of people living below poverty line was very high, and therefore it has to be little predominant. But gradually and slowly, in next 4 decades, India has established its position in the world. And it has gained lot many things in terms of industrial development and also agriculture development. Private sector has started playing a very significant role in the economy. Then time came, which was liberalization. Our economy liberalized, and in liberalization again, the role of private sector again increased, and their participation increased, and our economy started growing more fast. But I'm sure you will agree with me that the real change happened in 2014. 2014, when Niti Aayog was established and our planning commission was dissolved. Niti Aayog started focusing upon increasing federal cooperative federalism, and in this sense, they have encouraged private investment in business sector, and our economy has started growing like never before. My dear friends, I am sure you must be agreeing with me that in 10 years ago, the percentage of people having bank account was around 50%. The government started financial inclusion drive, and with financial inclusion drive at a massive mode, all unbanked Indians were started having their bank account. This was again a great success in terms of opening Jan Dhan account by present government. If in case I talk about role of technology, I am sure you will agree with me that the role of technology again has increased many fold in last 10 years. In last 10 years, but if in case I share data with you, the journey started in 2016 with 1 million UPI transactions, and that has reached today to more than 10 billion UPI transactions. This has happened only because of consistent efforts of this government, and this talks about the success of digital payment. May I request each one of you to please join your hands together once again for the success of our nation, this development of our nation. I would appreciate the department MIT Business School for organizing this conference, because this conference will give each one of you a platform to discuss certain things related to this development model. Like this development model talks about taking out substantial portion of people out of poverty and giving them healthy life. It also talks about giving them suitable employment opportunities. And most importantly, it talks about sustainability. Sustainability, most importantly, intergenerational sustainability. My dear friends, I have no hesitation in saying that our nation, India, it has gained a lot in past 10 years. But this is not the point where we are going to stop. We are going to discuss this particular model, Bharatiya model of development. We are going to understand what are the new vistas, what are the new ways through which we can further develop our own country. चेता जी हमारी कह रही थी सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. We are required to participate in this program and also participate in the journey of development of our nation, the most beloved India. I am sure this department is giving a platform to all researchers, academicians, industry experts, and each and everyone participating in this conference a platform where they can discuss. And I am sure that the outcome of this conference is going to help in building a new and shining India in future. Such kind of program, such a big program, it is not possible because of long time and hard efforts of members of the department. I appreciate each one of you, the members of the department and the members of the university, for giving your best in making it sure that this program should become a great success. I would like to request each one of you to please join your hands together and submit your thanks to each member of the department. I am very much eager to listen to our Minister, Honorable Minister of Law, Nitin Naveen ji, and the keynote speaker, Professor Cyril. Therefore, I am not coming in between and taking long time. Rather, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, respected sir, for extending warm welcome to the esteemed dignitaries and the participants. May I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to kindly felicitate the Honorable Minister with memento.
Okay. Will is your playing video?
Video, yes.
Okay, so-
Kindly play the digital profile.
It's just 1 minute.
Shri Nitin Nabeen, a seasoned politician and social worker, is the member of Bihar Legislative Assembly, elected 4 times from Bakipur constituency of Patna district. Currently, he is Honorable Minister of Urban Development and Housing Department as well as the Law Ministry, Government of Bihar. He hails from the city of Patna, Bihar. Prior to this, as a Minister of Public Works Department of Bihar, Shri Nitin Nabeen spearheaded numerous significant initiatives focusing on infrastructure development such as road, overbridges, flyovers and addressing critical issues like the covering of the Mandiri drain. Notably, he introduced progressive reforms including the establishment of a control and command center for roads in Bihar. Mr. Nitin Nabeen has also undertaken educational reforms ensuring education for children within his constituency. His relentless effort towards development are evident. Under his leadership, significant infrastructural improvements have been made in his constituency. Following his contribution to society and the party, Shri Nitin Nabeen has been pegged as one of the most popular leader in India in Radiant Stars of Indian Politics 2020 survey conducted by Fame India Asia Post.
Request Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to kindly felicitate the Honorable Minister.
Please come and join me. Cheta ji, come.
May I now humbly invite Honorable Minister to kindly share his valuable views with us.
कमेटी बिजनेस स्कूल्स एंड मैनेजमेंट में पहली बार आने का मौका मिला, थैंक्स टू डॉक्टर विवेकानंद जी कि आज एक यंग टीम के साथ किसी विषय पर इंटरेक्ट करना अपने आप में एक चैलेंज भी है और एक अलग स्पिरिट भी होता है कि इनके साथ इंटरेक्ट करेंगे सो दैट वी कैन लुक फॉरवर्ड और फ्यूचर जनरेशन के साथ हम इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं। सेम टाइम में आज इस प्रोग्राम के कोऑर्डिनेशन में लगी डॉक्टर चेतना प्रीति जी और अपने सुशील जी एंड नवनीत जी एंड अब्रॉड से जुड़े हुए अपने डॉक्टर सिरिल, मैं उनको भी रिगार्ड्स देता हूँ और इस पूरे कंटेम्प्रेरी इशू के पूरे बिजनेस एंड मैनेजमेंट एंड इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी 2024 का प्रोग्राम आप लोगों ने ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, सबसे पहले मैं इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ, स्पेशली मैडम को, प्रीति मैडम को, कि कई बार जो हम लोग एजुकेशन में है, बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट चीजों, हम लोग प्रेजेंट पर्सपेक्टिव के साथ और कभी कभी पॉलिटिकल डायलॉग समझते हैं, लेकिन मैं मानता हूँ ये पॉलिटिकल डायलॉग्स नहीं है, ये फ्यूचर डायलॉग्स, क्योंकि अगर हम आज के डेवलपमेंट को अगर देख रहे हैं और हम अगर फ्यूचर को उसके साथ नहीं जोड़ रहे हैं तो कहीं न कहीं डेवलपमेंट के साथ बेईमानी। और बहुत अच्छा शब्द का प्रयोग किया आपने और जिसको आपने रिलेट भी बहुत अच्छा किया कि भारतीय मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट, और जैसे ही इस शब्द का प्रयोग आप करते हैं तो हम लोगों ने जो चेंजेस 2014 के बाद के आपने जिक्र किया कि कैसे 5 ईयर प्लानिंग कमीशन था और नीति आयोग बना, ये दो अपने आप में सब्सटेंशियल चेंजेस है। इस चेंज से ही आप चीजों को विजन कर सकते हैं कि क्या गवर्नमेंट की इच्छा है। वी आर नॉट प्लानिंग फॉर एवरी 5 years, वी आर प्लानिंग फॉर अनदर 25 years, यानी 2047 में भारत कैसा होगा वो प्लानिंग के तहत हमारी गवर्नमेंट या जो मोदी गवर्नमेंट काम कर रही है, प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट। लेकिन मैं इस पर्सपेक्टिव पे अभी चर्चा करने के पहले थोड़े से इसके इतिहास में जरूर जाऊंगा, क्योंकि अभी मैंने चर्चा डॉक्टर विवेकानंद जी से भी की कि पूरा जो डेवलपमेंट है या किसी भी नेशन का जो रूटेड चीजें होती हैं वो कहीं ना कहीं उसको गाइड करती है कि वो कैसे आगे बढ़े। और जहां तक भारत का है, भारत का इतिहास हमसे बेहतर आप लोग भी जानते हैं कि मैं उस इतिहास के 2 कालखंड को जरूर जिक्र करना चाहूंगा, एक बिफोर इंडिपेंडेंस, आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस
और प्रेजेंट सिनारी। तो तीन से एस्पेक्ट में मैंने उसको देखा। एक गांधीयन कंसेंसस था जो पूरे हम अहिंसावादी हैं, हमको किसी भी हाल में इंडिपेंडेंस चाहिए, लेकिन हम अहिंसा के रास्ते जाएंगे, और हम लोगों ने कई कंप्रोमाइज भी किए, लेकिन हमको आजादी हमारे चाहिए, इस चीज को लेकर लड़ाई लड़ा गया और गांधीयन कंसेंसस के आधार पर वो लड़ाई हम जीते भी, और लंबे समय से जो अंग्रेजों का शासन रहा है उस शासन से मुक्ति भी पाए। तो ये एक फॉर्म था जो हम कह सकते हैं कि गांधीयन कंसेंसस की एक सफलता। हम कह सकते हैं लोग अपने अपने एंगल से उसको अलग अलग डिस्क्राइब भी करेंगे कि कुछ चीजें ये अच्छी हुई है, नहीं अच्छी हुई। मैं उन डिबेट में आपके साथ नहीं जाऊंगा क्योंकि हम पॉलिटिकल पार्टी हैं, तो मैं उस डिस्कशन को असाइड रखता हूँ। लेकिन बीइंग एक इंडियन सिटीजन होने के नाते हर इंडियन सिटीजन को इंडिपेंडेंस 2047 1947 कहीं ना कहीं हर आदमी को इंस्पायर करता है। विदाउट गांधीयन कंसेंसस हम इसको हटा नहीं सकते। तो गांधीयन कंसेंसस के साथ वो एरा खत्म हुआ। लेकिन उसके बाद नेहरूवियन कंसेंसस आया। उन्होंने भी एक डिप्लोमेटिक तरीके से पूरे देश को अपने साथ आगे बढ़ कर लिया, और कहीं ना कहीं जो उस समय का भारत था, कैसी भी हम तरह से भारत को स्टेबल करें, एक शांति लाए, हम जो कास्ट का या रिलीजन का जो फॉर्मेशन हुआ है उसको स्लो डाउन करें, एक लोगों को मिक्सअप करके चलने की परंपरा लाए। और मैं कह सकता हूं कि उस समय के लिए जो दरकार थी उस समय नेहरूवियन कंसेंसस उस रूप में डेवलप किया, और इंटरनेशनल एरिना में भी हम लोगों ने ये प्रयास किया कि हम किसी तरह से अपने आप को स्टेबल रखें। हमको थोड़ा कंप्रोमाइज भी करना पड़े, बट शुड, लेकिन हमारे देश थोड़ा सुरक्षित रहे, हम थोड़ा आगे प्रोग्रेस कर पाए। उसी विजन को मानिए हमारे उस समय के प्राइम मिनिस्टर इंदिरा गांधी जी, और फिर कंटेम्प्रेरी के बाद जो हमारे राजीव गांधी जी हैं, उस समय उन चीजों को आगे बढ़ाया। ओवर डिकेड ये चीजें बढ़ी भी। डिजिटल क्रांति उस समय हम लोग सुनते हैं कि राजीव गांधी जी के स्टार्टिंग किया हुआ चीजें थी। तो ये पूरा एरा कहीं ना कहीं हम उसको रिलेट करते हैं नेहरूवियन कंसेंसस से, जो पूरी तरह से चला। रिफॉर्म्स हो रहे थे, लेकिन रिफॉर्म्स को थ्रेट परसेप्शन से दूर करके किया जा रहा था। जो हमारे देश में थ्रेट भी आ रहा था, तो भी हम उसको किनारे करके किसी तरह रिफॉर्म्स की ओर आगे जा रहे हैं। फिर शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम हम लोग नेहरूवियन कंसेंसस से निकल के कह सकते हैं कि एक पीरियड आया जो आज आप जिसकी चर्चा करते हैं, बीच के कालखंड को मैं थोड़ा स्पीड में आगे बढ़ाऊंगा कि उस समय एक ऐसा कालखंड था जो इस देश की कह सकते हैं अनस्टेबिलिटी ऑफ फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट दिखा हमें, जो पूरा 90s का एक एरा था, जिस समय गवर्नमेंट को स्टेबल नहीं रहने के कारण कोई भी पॉलिसी डिसीजंस अच्छे नजर नहीं आते, चाहे किसी भी पार्टी के गवर्नमेंट हो। और वो पूरा समय, चाहे रिजर्वेशन को लेकर हो, मंदिर को लेकर हो, जो भी चीजें टाइम पीरियड पास हुआ, लेकिन वो पीरियड रिफॉर्म्स को लेकर या देश की पॉलिसी को लेकर हम कोई बड़ी चीजें, बड़ी डिसीजंस नहीं दे सकते। सेम टाइम में मैं भारत मॉडल पे बोल रहा हूँ, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा हिस्ट्री से रिलेट कर रहा हूँ, और मुझे लगता है कि आज के जनरेशन को थोड़ा इतिहास जरूर जानना चाहिए, क्योंकि विदाउट हिस्ट्री वी कांट मेक आवर फ्यूचर बेटर। तो उसके बाद एक गवर्नमेंट का फॉर्मेशन हुआ अटल जी के समय में। उसमें एक विषय जो सामने खुल के आया वो नेशनल सिक्योरिटी का आया, कि नेशनल सिक्योरिटी से हम कंप्रोमाइज नहीं करेंगे। मैं किसी एक विषय को उनसे जोड़ता हूँ तो नेशनल सिक्योरिटी होता है, बाकी ऐसे अन्य विषय होते हैं। मैं जब राजीव गांधी को जोड़ता हूँ तो डिजिटल क्रांति का स्टार्टिंग पीरियड मानता हूँ। तो ये विषय मैं जब अटल जी की सरकार को जोड़ता हूँ तो वो रिफॉर्म्स का जो पहला विषय था, नेशनल इंटरेस्ट को हम सामने रखकर करेंगे, और उसके अलावा डेवलपमेंट के प्रोसेस को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। लेकिन 2014 जहां से जिक्र आपने किया, मैं वहां सीधे अब आ रहा हूँ, और मैं कह सकता हूँ 2014 का जो शब्द आपने प्रयोग किया, भारत मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट, इसमें तीन चीजों को हम कह सकते हैं कि सामने रखकर किया गया, जिसकी चर्चा आप लोगों ने थोड़ी सी की है। कल्चरल रूटलेस, असर्टिव नेशनलिज्म, और तीसरा वेलफेयर टू ऑल। मैं इस तीन कंपोनेंट में पूरी चीजों को 10 वर्षों की जो चीजें हैं उसको डिफाइन करना चाहूंगा आपके बीच में, और फिर बाकी तो डिबेट में आप इसको कैरी फॉरवर्ड करेंगे, कितनी चीजें आपको अलग लगी और कितनी चीजें सही हैं। लेकिन मैं कल्चरल रूटनेस से शुरुआत करने के पहले सबसे पहले वेलफेयर टू ऑल कहूंगा, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं इस देश में जब माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी 2014 में बने, उन्होंने एक शब्द का प्रयोग किया था कि हर देशवासियों को एक कदम आगे चलना होगा, तब 125 करोड़ हम आगे कदम चलेंगे, तब ये देश को हम आगे ले जा सकते हैं। दिस वेरी टर्म वर्ड मुझे लगता है कि देश के लोगों को अपने साथ जोड़ने का सबसे बड़ा तरीका था। और उसके बाद कई स्लोगन सभी आपने एक शब्द प्रयोग भी किया, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास। ये 2019 में आया। लेकिन 2014 में जो शब्द था वो पहला शब्द ये था, और उन्होंने सच वर्ड कहा था कि मेरी गवर्नमेंट सबसे पहले गरीबों के लिए समर्पित होगी। और उस समय जो वेलफेयर के जो सबसे बड़े स्कीम्स आए, चाहे वो उज्ज्वला योजना हो, उस उज्ज्वला योजना में जो वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट का सेगमेंट है या वुमेन्स को जो मुख्य धारा में लाने का जो सिस्टम है, वो मुझे लगता है बहुत बड़ा था। एक शौचालय निर्माण हो, अगर 9 करोड़ महिलाओं को उज्ज्वला गैस से जोड़ दिया गया, सेम टाइम में 12 करोड़ महिलाओं के लिए शौचालय बने, तो एक पूरा वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट और वुमेन कह सकते हैं कि 50% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन को अगर हम एड्रेस कर रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं उनके मोटिवेशन से हम सिस्टम को आगे ले सकते हैं। और यही कारण है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के और उस गवर्नमेंट ऑफ जो भारत मॉडल है, उसमें कहीं ना कहीं जो सबसे पहला जो तबका था, उन्होंने गरीब के साथ महिला को जोड़ा। और मेरा ये मानना है कि वेलफेयर जब आप देखते हैं तो एक एक चीज को, अभी जब पीडीएस सिस्टम की बात करते हैं, पीडीएस सिस्टम देश भर में काफी प्रभावी ढंग से कई राज्यों में चला, लेकिन ऑल टुगेदर कैसे पीडीएस सिस्टम चले, इसके लिए उन्होंने कई चीजों को इनोवेशन में लाया। और यही कारण है कि आज हम अपने राशन कार्ड का यूज देश के किसी भाग में कर सकते हैं। हम अगर अपने राशन कार्ड को लेके जाएं, अगर हम बिहार से बाहर भी जाते हैं, तो हमको उतना ही राशन वहां भी मिल सकता है। तो पीडीएस सिस्टम का जो पूरा था, उसको उन्होंने दुरुस्त किया। और जो फर्स्ट फेज में जो सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज था, जो हम कहते हैं कि 1 रुपया चलता है, 15 पैसा पहुंचता है, जिस जनधन खाते की बात आपने की, करीब 44 करोड़ लोगों के जनधन खाते खुले। इस एक चीज को मैं मानता हूं कि फर्स्ट टर्म ऑफ का जो गवर्नमेंट थी, उसकी क्रांति है। मैं इसलिए इस शब्द का प्रयोग कर रहा हूं कि आज की डेट में जो बड़ा अमाउंट था, जो बिचौलिया लेना, जो गरीबों तक पहुंचने वाला पैसा था, चाहे वृद्धा पेंशन का हो, चाहे विधवा पेंशन का हो, चाहे अन्य वेलफेयर स्कीम के पैसे हो, जो भी गवर्नमेंट के स्कीम के पैसे थे, वो जिस तरीके से जाते थे, उसमें बड़े लैकुना थे। जैसे ही वो जनधन खाते से जुड़ा, मैं बता रहा हूँ 2018 क्या एक फिगर, अराउंड 176 लाख ऑफ करोड़ रुपीज का जो ट्रांजैक्शन था, वो रेगुलराइज किया गया अकाउंट के थ्रू। और ये सीधे सीधे एड्रेस कर रहा था पुअर, जिनको हम मानते हैं बीपीएल के नीचे के परिवार, उनको सीधे सीधे एड्रेस किया। और आज यही कारण है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री के बाद जो भी हमारी गवर्नमेंट की स्कीम्स बनी, वो सारे गवर्नमेंट स्कीम सीधे खाते से जुड़े, चाहे किसान श्री सम्मान योजना हो, चाहे अन्य जितनी प्रकार की योजनाओं की चर्चा हम कर सकते हैं। अभी आयुष्मान भारत का भी जो चीजें चल रही, कहीं ना कहीं ये सारी स्कीम्स को सीधे पब्लिक के अकाउंट से जोड़ा गया। और यही कारण है कि जो बीच का एक बड़ा सेगमेंट था, जो गरीब को पहुंचने में बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आता था, उससे हम लोग दूर करने, उससे बचाने में हम सफल। तो मैं इसको एक रिफॉर्म के रूप में इसलिए मानता हूँ, क्योंकि अगर 1 रुपया भेजते थे और 15 पैसा पहुंचता था, तो 85% पैसा सिस्टम में रेगुलेट होकर रह जाता था, उस गरीब तक नहीं पहुंच पाता। सेम टाइम में जो वेलफेयर का अगला एस्पेक्ट होता है एम्प्लॉयमेंट, जहां वुमेन की बात करते हैं, वहीं गरीब की बात की, वहीं एम्प्लॉयमेंट को अलग अलग सेगमेंट से हम लोग देख सकते हैं। मैं इसलिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट को इस रूप में आपसे कह रहा हूँ कि जहां एक और एम्प्लॉयमेंट को स्टार्टअप से भी जोड़ते हैं। अभी आप लोगों ने कहा कि आज के डेट में यूनिकॉर्न का जो डेवलपमेंट है, इंडिया उसका हब बन चुका है, स्टार्टअप का हब इंडिया बन चुका है। कहीं ना कहीं यही है एम्प्लॉयमेंट मॉडल ऑफ भारत डेवलपमेंट। यू कांट थिंक फॉर गवर्नमेंट जॉब, क्योंकि ये लिमिटेशंस हैं। और जो पॉलिटिकल एरिया में हम अलग अलग तरीके से जवाब देते हैं और उसका काउंटर होता है, लेकिन स्टार्टअप और यूनिकॉर्न का जो विषय आया, ये अपने आप में पूरी तरह से भारत के नए जनरेशन को जोड़ता होता है। और जिस प्रकार से फर्स्ट फेज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट मैं इसको मानता हूं, आज जब हमारा मोबाइल कंपनी की बात को आप ले लें, कितने मोबाइल कंपनी थे? मात्र 2 मोबाइल कंपनी का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी थी हमारे पास, और आज मोर देन 600 मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी मोबाइल के क्षेत्र में हमारे यहाँ है देश में। तो मैं इसको केवल काउंटर न करके इसको एक्सप्लेन करूं, आप सोच सकते हैं कितने बड़े एम्प्लॉयमेंट को हम जनरेट कर। जब हम कहते हैं कि हम 12 किलोमीटर ऑफ सड़क बनाते थे बिफोर 2014, और आज हम कहते हैं कि पर डे हम 42 किलोमीटर रोड्स बनाते हैं तो दैट मीन्स कि यू कैन शो द चेंजेस कि किस प्रकार का चेंज। आज 58,000 किलोमीटर ऑफ सड़क टोटल केवल 5 इयर्स में बना है, 10 इयर्स में बना है। बिफोर दैट ऑल टुगेदर 5700 किलोमीटर ऑफ रोड्स थे हमारे एनएच के पास और गवर्नमेंट के पास। तो मैं ये जो 50 अराउंड कह सकते हैं कि जस्ट डबलिंग ऑफ रोड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। सेम अगर हम कहते हैं मेडिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, एजुकेशन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर उसको अलग करिए, चाहे एम्स कहिए, चाहे आईटी कहिए, जो मेडिकल कॉलेजेस कहिए, इन सब चीजों में जो ग्रोथ हुआ वो कहीं ना कहीं मैं कह सकता हूँ कि वेलफेयर के रूप में, उस रूप में मैं मानता हूँ कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जो जब भी डेवलप करेगा वो एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट करेगा। और आज के डेट में जिस प्रकार से पूरे देश में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बिजनेस को पूरी तरह से आगे किया गया, एयरपोर्ट की बात हम करते हैं तो जब तक 2014 के पहले ओनली 72 एयरपोर्ट था, आज 154 एयरपोर्ट्स के साथ, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये किसी एक ग्रोथ का सूचक है। अभी आप भी का कह रहे थे कि यूपीआई का, फिर एफडीआई की बात कीजिए, कितनी बड़ी चेंजेस है एफडीआई में, मिलियंस ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट आज हमारा बढ़ा है। और एफडीआई कहीं ना कहीं किसी चीज को दिखाता है कि इस देश के बारे में इंटरनेशनल एरिना में हमारी क्या साख है। तो मैं मानता हूं कि ये एक ऐसा सेगमेंट है कि हम इसको एक्सप्लेन अलग तरीके से न करके मैं शॉर्ट में इसको कह रहा हूं कि जो ये वेलफेयर का जो मैंने इस शब्द का प्रयोग किया, चाहे वो गवर्नमेंट के पुअर सेक्शंस को एड्रेस करने से हो, वुमेन सेक्शन हो, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, ये 3 सेगमेंट को मैंने आपके सामने एड्रेस किया। और मुझे लगता है कि ये तीनों सेगमेंट फर्स्ट फेज ऑफ गवर्नमेंट का बहुत ही कोर इश्यू था जिसको आपके सामने मैंने रखा, जहां हम कह सकते हैं कि इसी डेवलपमेंट के मॉडल में जो बेसिक चीजें हैं, वाटर टू ऑल, नल जल योजना के माध्यम से हर घर तक पानी पहुंचाना, इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन, हम लोग के मैसिव ड्राइव चला, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इसको खुद मॉनिटर किया, कोई गांव कोई टोला ऐसा ना बचे जहां बिजली के खंभे ना। अब देखने के लिए बहुत बड़ा विषय नहीं है, लेकिन आज रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन और अर्बन इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन में जो बड़ा गैप था, जब उस चीजों का आकलन किया गया तो रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन बहुत ही बुरी तरह से प्रभावित था। और उस रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन को 100% रीच करना, ये अपने आप इस गवर्नमेंट की बहुत बड़ा टारगेट था जिसको पूरा किया गया। सेम टाइम में रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन को फिर फार्मर्स के लिए अलग ग्रिड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन हो, इस पे अलग से वर्किंग चल रहा है। और कई राज्यों ने अपने आप को एग्रीकल्चर के लिए अलग से, इरिगेशन के लिए पूरा एक सिस्टम ऑफ अलग इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन का काम शुरू कर दिया है। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये आने वाले समय में जो फार्मर्स को हम मजबूत करना चाहते हैं उसके लिए बहुत बड़ा कदम है। क्योंकि कई राज्यों में आपने देखा कि जो नहर बनाने का जो काम होता था वो एक पुराने समय में डैम और नहर की, लेकिन आज वो चीजें बदल गई। आज कहीं ना कहीं नहर और डैम बनाने की एक सीमा थी, उस सीमा के बाद आगे बढ़ना। तो कहीं ना कहीं अब अलग ट्रांसफॉर्मर से, हम अलग ग्रिड से रूरल इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन के साथ साथ एग्रीकल्चर को अलग से करें, इस एरिया में भी अलग से रिफॉर्म्स के दृष्टि से काम शुरू हुए हैं। मैं इस विषय को इसलिए यहाँ पर करते हुए आगे बढ़ रहा हूँ कि इसमें कहीं ना कहीं मैंने वेलफेयर को जोड़ा, लेकिन एक असर्टिव नेशनलिज्म की बात भी मैंने सेकंड फेज में की है। तो सेकंड फेज है असर्टिव नेशनलिज्म। अब इस पूरे विषय को जब हम देखते हैं तो यंग जनरेशन के लोग नए इंडिया को देख सकते हैं। कहीं ना कहीं हम कोई कंप्रोमाइज एटीट्यूड में नहीं रहे। हमने स्पष्ट कहा कि मेरा नेशनल इंटरेस्ट आ गया, किसी को हमको रसिया से तेल भी चाहिए और हमारे बच्चे भी हमको सेफ से निकले। हमने दोनों विषयों पे काम किया और दोनों में सफलता भी पाई। तो ये है आज के इंडिया का नए मॉडल ऑफ है कि हमारे नेशनलिज्म इस प्रकार का, हम अमेरिका के साथ भी संबंध रखेंगे लेकिन हम कंप्रोमाइज एटीट्यूड में रशिया के साथ भी नहीं रहेंगे। जहां एक और हमारे सैनिक का अगर सब हमला होगा तो हम एग्रेसिवली दूसरे देश में जाकर अटैक करके अपनी पावर को बताएंगे। हमारे रिफॉर्म का विषय हम लोग इस बात बोलते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं एक बड़ा विषय है। और कोई भी देश जो डेवलप हुआ है वो अपने असर्टिव नेशनलिज्म से डेवलप हुआ है। कंप्रोमाइजिंग एटीट्यूड से कभी भी कोई देश का डेवलपमेंट मॉडल नहीं बना, चाहे चाइना हो चाहे अमेरिका हो, सब लोगों ने अपने नेशनलिज्म को सबसे आगे रखा। और यही कारण है कि उस देश में नेशनलिज्म का जब माइंडसेट बना पूरे देश में, तो ग्रोथ का भी, डेवलपमेंट का भी माइंडसेट उसी हिसाब से बना। और यही कारण है कि आज कोई भी सराउंडिंग नेशंस हो, दे ऑल आर कि नहीं, इंडिया के साथ हमको चलना है। और मैं इसको इसलिए रूप में जोड़ता हूँ कि लास्ट जो पूरा टाइम का G20 का समिट था, हम लोगों ने देखा कि देश के, विश्व के बड़े बड़े देश इंडिया के साथ मिलकर कदम चलाते हुए बोल रहे हैं वसुधैव कुटुंबकम। ये बड़ी जीत है, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि कल जब आप इंटरनेशनल एरिया पे होते हैं, उस समय आपकी पॉलिसी, आपका डिप्लोमेटिक लेवल कहीं ना कहीं लोगों को आपके साथ इंक्लाइन करता है, ये मैसेज ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड जाता है। दिखा कि कैसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, जहां G20 की अध्यक्षता सामान्य विषय है, कोई बड़ा विषय नहीं है, G20 हर एक साल के बाद किसी को अध्यक्षता दी, लेकिन उन्होंने G20 के इस प्लेटफॉर्म को पूरे विश्व को, भारत को दिखाने के लिए, भारत कैसा भारत है, आज का भारत कैसा भारत है, इसको दिखाने में बनाया। और आज की डेट में एक टूरिज्म जो होता है, किसी भी देश के इकोनॉमी को बहुत बड़ा गवर्न टूरिज्म करता है, उन्होंने इसको टूरिज्म से भी जोड़ा, उन्होंने भारतीय कल्चर से भी जोड़ा, और सेम टाइम में उस एस्पेक्ट को भी लाया अपने साथ कि भारत भविष्य में विकसित भारत है, और यहाँ अगर आप आते हैं, यहाँ आप काम करते हैं, तो भविष्य में आपके लिए ग्रोथ की संभावनाएं बढ़ती हैं। और मेरा मानना है कि G20 में जिस प्रकार से सभी देश ऑल इंक्लाइन टुगेदर की भारत के साथ चलना है, वो माइंडसेट दिखा। और मैं यही इसलिए कहता हूं कि ये कहीं ना कहीं असर्टिव नेशनलिज्म का तरीका है, जिसमें अपने देश को अलग तरीके से हम कहीं ना कहीं प्रस्तुत कर पाए G20 के माध्यम से। इसके बाद शुरू में ही आपसे मैंने कहा कि जब माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने शपथ लिया था पहली बार, उसी समय उन्होंने एक बहुत क्लियर थॉट छोड़ा था कि हम अपने नेबरिंग कंट्री से भी एक गुड डायलॉग के साथ काम करेंगे। उन्होंने उसकी शुरुआत दी, लेकिन फिर वहां पर भी उन्होंने स्पष्ट मैसेज दिया कि कंप्रोमाइज एटीट्यूड के साथ नहीं जाएंगे। और यही कारण है कि आज चाइना हो, रशिया, अमेरिका, पाकिस्तान हो, जो भी कंट्रियां हैं, आज बहुत दिन से 3 साल 4 साल से प्रॉब्लम बने हुए हैं, लेकिन कोई भी प्रॉब्लम आज हमारे लिए देश के इंटरेस्ट पे नहीं आ रहा है। पाकिस्तान से हमारे 4 साल के संबंध, 5 साल से संबंध, बातचीत नहीं हो गए, फिर भी आज भी हम कश्मीर पर उसी प्रकार से खड़े हैं जहां हमें खड़ा होना चाहिए। और जो मेजर डिसीजन हुए असर्टिव नेशनलिज्म के रेस्पेक्ट में, मैं कह सकता हूं 370 का, हर लोग इसको अलग अलग तरीके से ले सकते हैं, लेकिन मैं खुद कश्मीर गया हूं 2011 में। उस लाल चौक पे मैंने देखा है कि पाकिस्तान के झंडे नजर आते थे और भारत का झंडा को छिपा के निकालना पड़ता था। एक बड़े कार्यक्रम में मैं गया था पॉलिटिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की दृष्टि से, मैंने देखा कि पेपर के रद्दी के पेपर के अंदर भारत के झंडे को छिपा कर तस्वीर ले जाना पड़ रहा। ये मैं उस चीज का गवाह हूँ। लेकिन आज वही लाल चौक पे जब देखता हूँ भारत के तिरंगे से लहराया जाता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं गर्व होता है कि ये है। लेकिन अगर जो देश अपनी मिट्टी, अपनी जमीन को नहीं बचा पाएगा, उस देश का जमीन भी नहीं बचता। और मैं इस बात को इसलिए मानता हूँ, और जो स्टोन पेटर्स होते थे डायलॉग, उनके साथ भी मेरा मिलना हुआ, किस प्रकार से उनके साइकोलॉजिकली उनके माइंडसेट को डेवलप किया गया कि आप इस रास्ते आइएगा तो गवर्नमेंट जॉब मिलेगी। ये वहां की पॉलिसी थी कि आप अगर स्टोन पेटर्स बनते हैं तो सरेंडर पॉलिसी के तहत आप गवर्नमेंट जॉब में जाए, और वो आप कश्मीर पुलिस एंड अदर पुलिस में आपकी। जब पूरे एक सिस्टम का माइंडसेट ही यंग जनरेशन का ये बन जाए, तो आप कल्पना नहीं कर सकते कि उस राज्य का क्या होगा। और कहीं ना कहीं मैं मानता हूं कि आज के जनरेशन को 370 जरूर समझना, क्योंकि अगर आप इस देश के 370 आर्टिकल को नहीं समझे, तो कहीं ना कहीं पूरे चीजों को आप नहीं सही रूप से जस्टिफाई कर पाएंगे। कभी कभी होता है कि ये हमारे राज्य का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पर ये आप ही के देश का प्रॉब्लम है। ये बात को भी हमको जरूर समझना होगा। तो मैं सारा एक और नेशनलिज्म की बात आपसे किया, इसको मैं बहुत प्रोलॉन्ग नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि कई चीजें आप हमसे बेहतर समझते हैं। लेकिन मैं इसमें एक बात तो जरूर कहूंगा कि आज के डेट में हर इंडियंस को वो फीलिंग्स, जब हम विदेश जाते हैं, जब बिहार से बाहर जाइएगा तो बिहार की फीलिंग्स आती है, और जब बिहार इंडिया के बाहर जाइएगा तो नेशनल फीलिंग्स आती है। हम लोगों ने देखा कि बिहार के बाहर बिहार के लोगों को किस प्रकार से कभी कभी अपमानित होना पड़ता है, लेकिन सेम इज ट्रू विद इंडिया व्हेन वी गो अब्रॉड। और मैं इसलिए इस बात को कर रहा हूं, लेकिन आज का जो भारत है, आप जाइए विदेश में, किसी लोगों को फोन कीजिए, आपके मित्र होंगे, आपके दोस्त होंगे, दे आर प्राउड मैं इंडियन, क्योंकि आज का भारत जो है मैंने दो बातें अलग अलग कही। मैं मोडियल कंसेशन एक फेथ जनरेट हुआ है सोसाइटी में कि नहीं, इस वे ऑफ मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट होना चाहिए, जिसमें भारत के सामने रखकर डेवलपमेंट की बात होनी चाहिए, कि भारत को किनारे कर और भारत की बात करेंगे, ये बेईमानी। और यही कारण है कि मैंने इसमें इस बात को जोड़ा कि जब आप नेशनल इंटरनेशनल एरिया पर जाएंगे, किस प्रकार से आज भारत को देखने का नजरिया भारतवासी में भी बढ़ा है और अन्य देशों के लोगों में बढ़ा है। इसलिए मेरा मानना है कि मोडियन कंसेंसस में एक बड़ा विषय ये आता है कि कहीं ना कहीं पूरे सोसाइटी को उन्होंने अपने साथ जोड़ दिया। न कास्ट की चिंता है, न क्रीड की चिंता है, न ज्योग्राफी के क्षेत्र की चिंता है। हर वर्ग हर क्षेत्र के लोग अपने आप को मानते हैं कि गवर्नमेंट का डेवलपमेंट मॉडल इस प्रकार से होना चाहिए जहां पर नेशन भी दिखे, डेवलपमेंट भी दिखे और वेलफेयर टू ऑल भी दिखे। ये तीन अलग अलग एस्पेक्ट नहीं हो सकती, ये एक थीम के अंदर किसी भी गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसी के अंदर होना चाहिए। जब कल्चर रूटनेस की बात हम करते हैं तो मेरा मानना है कि किसी भी देश को या किसी भी परिवार को या किसी भी सोसाइटी का या किसी भी रिलीजन का अगर कल्चरली उसका रूटनेस मजबूत नहीं रहेगा तो उसका ग्रोथ नहीं होगा। एक पेड़ की तरह है, अगर उसका जड़ मजबूत नहीं रहा तो कभी भी लंबे समय तक उसमें फल नहीं लग पाए। कहीं ना कहीं वो पेड़ को सूखना तय है, चाहे 200 साल बाद सूखे या 100 साल बाद। और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जब कल्चर रूटनेस को मजबूत किया अक्रॉस द इंडिया, तो मैं मानता हूं कि आज हर भारतवासी को गर्व है। मैं इसको केवल एक रिलीजन से नहीं जोड़ता हूं, चाहे हिंदू का हो, मैं तो ट्राइबल्स के जब 15 नवंबर को बिरसा मुंडा की जयंती को जनजातीय दिवस घोषित किया गया, हो सकता है हम इसकी फीलिंग से कम जुड़े, लेकिन मैं आपको बताता हूँ छत्तीसगढ़ और झारखंड के लोगों को ये बहुत बड़ा प्राइड विषय हुआ कि मेरे समाज के एक व्यक्तित्व के लेकर पूरा दिवस मनाया जा रहा है, पूरे जनजातियों का गौरव दिवस मनाया जा रहा है। देश का राष्ट्रपति जब एक एसटी महिला बनती है तो देश में एक बड़ा तबका अपने आप को भारत से जोड़ लेता है, जो कस्बों में रहता था, जो टोलों में रहता था। मैं छत्तीसगढ़ के उस दूर दराज के इलाके में बता रहा हूँ जहां पर आज भी बिजली नहीं पहुंची होगी, वहां पर ये फीलिंग पहुंच गई कि मेरा आदमी देश का सर्वोच्च पद पे है, अपने आप को अपने नेशन से जोड़ लिया। तो जब तक हर व्यक्ति का रिप्रेजेंटेशन नजर नहीं आता है, अपनी सोसाइटी के लोगों का रिप्रेजेंटेशन नहीं आता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं कल्चर रूटनेस में ये आता है, जहां एक और पूरे देश के सांस्कृतिक धरोहर को मजबूत करने की बात आई, वही कहीं ना कहीं हर कास्ट और क्रीड के सम्मान की बात है। और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जब मन की बात का कार्यक्रम शुरू किया और पिछले 100 एपिसोड के बाद मैंने उस पर एक बुक निकलवाया, और मैंने देखा कि शायद उस बुक के निकालने के क्रम में मैंने देखा कि कोई ऐसा राज्य नहीं था, कोई ऐसा जिला नहीं बचा होगा जहां पर उन्होंने अपने आप को कोई ना कोई व्यक्ति से कनेक्ट नहीं किया। यही है कीपिंग ऑल पब्लिक टू ऑल टुगेदर। और आज मन की बात अलग अलग तरह के डायलॉग्स हो सकते हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं पॉलिटिकल प्लेटफॉर्म्स है, चीजें हैं, लेकिन मेरा ये मानना है कि जिस प्रकार से अलग अलग गांव मोहल्लों में भी, अलग अलग दूर दराज के जिलों में भी कोई इनोवेशन हो रहा था, तो उस इनोवेशन को माननीय प्रधानमंत्री अपने नेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म से एड्रेस करते हैं, तो वैसे इनोवेशन को कहीं ना कहीं मोटिवेशन मिलता है। और ऐसे अनगिनत इनोवेशन पिछले 2 टर्म्स में मैंने देखा, कई ऐसे इनोवेशन को जोड़ा गया जो कि कहीं ना कहीं लोगों को लगा कि मेरे को प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है, मेरे इनोवेशन को सम्मान मिला है। तो मैं इसलिए मानता हूं कि आज प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो भारत मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट की मैं चर्चा कर रहा हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं हर भारतीयों को एक साथ लाने। जब मैं कहते हैं कि सबका साथ सबका विकास, तो सबका साथ तो चाहिए तब सरकार बनी, सबका विकास किया तो कहीं ना कहीं विश्वास बढ़ा, और विश्वास बढ़ेगा तो फिर से एक बार सबका प्रयास 2047 में विकसित भारत बनाने का। मैं इसलिए इस बात से जोड़ता हूँ कि पिछले 10 वर्षों में एक एस्पिरेशनल इंडिया बनाने का प्रयास किया है, जहां हर लोग को लगे कि नहीं, मेरा भारत ऐसा होना चाहिए। ये फीलिंग्स उस रूप में डेवलप हो सकता है जब हर आदमी अपने आप को इस भाव से जोड़ेगा कि मेरा, और उन्होंने कहीं ना कहीं एक कलेक्टिव ड्रीम बनाने का प्रयास किया। 1880 में अमेरिका ने भी एक ऐसा सपना देखा कि हम लोग कैसे मिलकर चले, और उन्होंने बहुत, मैं इसको आपको थोड़ा शॉर्ट में दूंगा कि 1920 आते आते वो दुनिया का प्रमुख देश तो जरूर बन गया, लेकिन उसने 5 4 3 2 1 के फार्मूला पे काम। पहले 5 में 0 वाली कमाई, 4 में 4 पहिया, 3 में 3 BHK का फ्लैट, 2 में 2 बच्चे और 1 में 1 बीवी। अब ये हमारे लिए बड़ा विषय है, लेकिन उनके लिए, हमारे लिए छोटा विषय है, उनके लिए बड़ा विषय था। क्योंकि मैं जब अमेरिका में गया तो बोले कि मेरी बेटी के पहले पति के साथ वो वहां रह रहे हैं, मेरे बेटे का दूसरा पत्नी के साथ बच्चा वहां रहता है। मैं अमेरिका गया था 2013 में, और एक फैमिली के साथ एक प्रोग्राम होता है, IBLP प्रोग्राम, इंडियन फॉरेन एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम होता है, जिसमें कल्चर प्रमोशन के लिए इंडियन डेलीगेट्स, इंडियन रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स उस देश में जाते हैं। तो मुझे 2 दिन वहां के फैमिली के साथ भी रहना था। मैं शिकागो के साथ साथ जो डेनवर इलाका है, डेनवर में गया था, तो 2 फैमिली के साथ रहा। जब उस फैमिली के साथ मैं 2 दिन रहा तो मैं इस एक बीवी के फॉर्मूले को समझ पाया कि वो कहीं ना कहीं, वो जो दुखी है, वो भारत की ओर देख रहा है कि भाई आपके यहाँ फैमिली है, आपके यहाँ सोसाइटी है। वो आज के भारत को उसी रूप में देख रहा है कि जो भारत अभी पश्चिम की तरफ देख रहा है, वो भारत की तरफ देख रहा है। वो कहता है कि आज भी आपके यहाँ फैमिली कंसेप्ट है। और जब मैं 5 4 3 2 1 की बात कहा, इस 1 में वो उसने बीवी को जिक्र किया है। कहीं ना कहीं फैमिली स्ट्रक्चर टूट गया था, वो आज भी ड्रीम कर रहा है कि हम फैमिली स्ट्रक्चर में आए। तो मैं इसलिए 1980 में जो अमेरिकन लोगों ने सपना देखा, वो इस फॉर्मेट में सपना देखा, और पूरा देश उसके साथ जुड़ा, और कहीं ना कहीं उस सपने को फिर साकार किया। मेरी आज कहीं ना कहीं अमेरिका पूरे देश, विश्व में अगर सशक्त मजबूत देश है, तो कहीं ना कहीं उसने कल्चरली, इकोनॉमिकली अपने देश को मजबूत किया, और सोसाइटी के साथ साथ हर व्यक्ति को उससे जोड़ दिया। 2000 के बाद चीन ने भी इसी प्रकार का सपना देखा है, और 2048 का चीन कैसा हो, उस सपने को लेकर काम किया, और वो सपने में उसने चीन के हर एक लोग को जोड़ लिया। और जब आप चीन जाएंगे तो आपको देखने को मिलेगा कि चीन के लोग को विश्व के किसी भी पॉलिसी से कोई मतलब नहीं, उसको अपने देश के पॉलिसी से, उसके अपने देश में चीजें अच्छी हो रही हैं, ये उसको सीधे दिमाग में घुसा हुआ। हम भले चीन को अलग एस्पेक्ट में देखते हैं, अमेरिका अलग तरीके से देखते हैं, लेकिन चीन के व्यक्ति से आप मिलिएगा तो वो सीधे कहता है कि मेरा देश बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है, और जो कर रहा है वो हमारे लिए अच्छा। ये एक फीलिंग है चीन का, और पूरा चीन एक 2048 के मिशन के लिए बढ़ पड़ा है। तो मैं तो मानता हूं कि अपना देश भारत भी 2047 का एक सपना देखकर बने, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने इसीलिए कहा है 24/7, यानी हम सबको लगातार काम करना पड़ेगा अपने देश के लिए, तभी ये देश 2047 में विकसित भारत बनेगा। सबका प्रयास, यानी हम सबको कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे इनोवेशन के साथ आना पड़ेगा जिसमें मेरा कंट्रीब्यूशन भी देश के लिए कुछ, और ये कंट्रीब्यूशन कोई अलग फील्ड से आके नहीं, जिस भी आप फील्ड में हैं उसमें आपके मन में देश के लिए कुछ अच्छा करने की भावना, एज एजुकेशनिस्ट भी हो सकता है, एज ए डॉक्टर्स भी हो सकता है, एज ए लेबर भी हो सकता है। ये कोई फील्ड्स के लिए कि ये फील्ड में आगे तभी आप देश के लिए अच्छा करता है, मैं ऐसा नहीं मानता। मैं जो पॉलिटिक्स में नहीं आया था, तो मैं पॉलिटिक्स में नहीं आना था, मेरे मन में बहुत क्लियर फीलिंग थी कि मैं पॉलिटिक्स में मुझे नहीं आना, क्योंकि मुझे उस समय पॉलिटिक्स के अपने, मुझे लगता था मैं दूसरे फील्ड में ज्यादा अच्छा, पॉलिटिक्स में एक्सीडेंटल हुआ, कुछ अच्छे चीजें हुई जो मुझे पॉलिटिक्स में, लेकिन मैं अब आज इस फील्ड में हूं तो मुझे मालूम है कि मैं इसी फील्ड से बेहतर कर सकता हूँ। तो ये मेरे मन का विषय है। तो मैं यही चाहता हूँ कि यहाँ जो यंग जनरेशन है वो इस चीज के कमिटमेंट के साथ आगे बढ़े कि मुझे जिस फील्ड में मौका मिला मैं उसके बेस्ट पे जाऊँ। ये एक ऐसा विषय है जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज पूरे देशवासियों को सपने में दिया है। उन्होंने एक देशवासी को एक सपना दिया है कि नहीं 2047 का विकसित भारत बनाना है, तो केवल एक मोदी जी का काम नहीं है, एक सरकार का काम नहीं है। सरकारें तो हो सकता है 2047 की बात कही आएंगी, कभी बीजेपी की भी सरकार हो सकती है, कांग्रेस की भी सरकार हो सकती है, कई सरकारें हैं, लेकिन एक भारत का सपना क्या होना चाहिए? तो एक भारतवासियों का सपना होना चाहिए जो 2047 में हमारा भारत सरकार, और वो सपने में मेरा कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या है, कहीं ना कहीं इसको थीम में रखकर काम करना चाहिए। तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूं, उन्होंने कहा कि आपको एक ऐसा काम करना चाहिए लक्ष्य बनाकर जिसपे कम से कम 10,000 घंटे आप लगातार अपने जीवन के 10,000 घंटे उस काम में लगाएंगे। अब इसको कैसे आप डिफाइन करते हैं ये आपके ऊपर है, लेकिन मेरा गोल भी ये होना चाहिए कि हम अपने देश को विकसित भारत बनाना चाहते हैं 2047 में। तो जिस भी फील्ड में हम हैं उस फील्ड से हम क्या बेहतर दे सकते हैं। तो मैं तो आपसे बस इसी बात से कंक्लूड करूंगा कि भारत मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट में 3 चीजों को मैंने जिक्र किया, कई चीजें छुट्टी की हैं। वेलफेयर की बात करना इतना शॉर्ट टर्म में तो नहीं संभव है, लेकिन मैं इतना तो जरूर कहूंगा कि डेवलपमेंट में जो सबसे अंतिम व्यक्ति तक विकास, वो विकास की केंद्र निश्चित रूप से इस सरकार ने पहुंचाने का प्रयास किया, चाहे वो योजना के माध्यम से हो, चाहे वो प्लानिंग के माध्यम से हो, चाहे वो एक अपलिफ्टमेंट ऑफ द सोसाइटी, चाहे हम प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना बोलते हैं, एक गरीब के लिए आवास की कितनी बड़ी चिंता होती है, ये मैंने छत्तीसगढ़ में देखा। जब वहां पर योजनाएं रुकी गई तो आम आदमी कैसे अपने आप को ज्वलित होकर इस चीज के लिए आए। आज 4 करोड़ गरीबों का आवास बन जाता है, ये अपने अपने साधारण चीजें नहीं। तो कहीं ना कहीं गरीब को जोड़ना, गरीब के साथ साथ महिला और किसान, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी एक शब्द कहा, गरीब इस देश में 40 समाज है, गरीब, किसान, महिला और युवा, और उन्होंने कहा कि इसी को हम धर्म मानते हैं, और इस धर्म की पूजा अगर हम लोग कर दिए तो निश्चित रूप से समाज का हर वर्ग की पूजा हो जाएगी, हर वर्ग की योजना हो जाएगी। मुझे लगता है कि मैं तो बस यही कहूंगा कि हर भारतीयों के मन में भी 2047 का सपना बने, और 2047 के सपने में हर भारतीय अपने आप को जोड़कर इस भारत को आगे बढ़ने में लगे। मेरा आप सबको शुभकामना है, और मैं हो सकता हूँ जितना अपने तरफ से मैंने प्रयास किया है, प्रीति जी के अपेक्षा के अनुसार इतनी बातें मैंने रखी नहीं रखी है, लेकिन मैंने अपने प्रयास किया है कि कम समय में मैं अपनी बात रखूं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Honorable Sir. We could see that there was complete silence in the hall while you were speaking. So we could understand that everybody is awestruck by the intellectually stimulating speech which you have given. So thank you so much. Sir. So you rightly talked about the different eras in India, and yes, about Bharatiya model. You have highlighted the points about Jan Dhan Yojana, Digital Kranti, and Ujjwala gas scheme, startup ecosystem, and development of infrastructure in a vast space. So thank you so much for your speech, sir. Thank you. I am profusely elated to take the opportunity to introduce our esteemed keynote speaker, revered Professor Dr. Cyril Porofo, full Professor of Operations and Supply Chain Management, Director of Doctorate in Business Management Program, Montpellier Business School, France, through a digital display.
Meet Dr. Cyril Porofo, a distinguished full professor of operations and supply chain management and the director of doctorate in business administration programs at Montpellier Business School. With a PhD in management from HEC Paris, Dr. Porofon's expertise shine in quality and humanitarian supplies chain management. His research delves into lean management, quality practices in ISO 9000 candidates, and process management in humanitarian NGOs. He explores emerging technologies, impact on operations, supply chains, and metaphor use in operations theory. Articles in leading journals and also serves as an associate editor of the Global Journal of Flexible Systems Management. As a Harvard Business School trained case method expert, he brings over 15 years of teaching experience to diverse audiences worldwide, including undergraduate executive and DBA programs. A Lean Six Sigma Black Belt Executive Certified, Dr. Foropon shapes innovative educational programs like the CGE accredited MSc in Lean Operations Management, preparing students for industry challenges. In summary, Dr. Cyril Foropon epitomizes academic excellence, driving research, teaching, and leadership to shape the future of business education and practice. Sir, we welcome you to Amity University, Patna.
May I now cordially invite respected Dr. Cyril Foropon for his keynote address.
So good afternoon, everyone. Could you hear me? Could you hear me correctly? Are you able to hear me?
Sir, your voice is not coming. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible and
Sir,
I
check
can
your
hear you.
headphone, please.
Oh, no, I checked.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear.
Could you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, excellent. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm very pleased to see you. I'm in France. You're far away, and apologies, I had a technical issue this morning, but I'm very pleased to talk to you. So first of all, it's an honor to be a keynote speaker at this fourth international conference on contemporary issues in business management and information technology. And basically, the theme of my presentation this morning is very much about embracing transformations for sustainable advancement, the role of innovation, collaboration, and implementation. And what I want to start with is basically welcoming remarks. I thank organizers for this invitation. I thank also distinguished speakers because I saw that lots of valuable people will speak, and also thank you also for all the conference presenters. No doubt it's going to be a fruitful conference. In order to set the tone of my talk, I just want to briefly insist that nowadays, as you all know, there is a tremendous importance to focus on transformation and sustainability in our current era. Nowadays, we have two key things to take into account. On one hand, the FUCA environment, volatile, uncertain environment, complex and ambiguous on one hand. And as you all know, nowadays, we have to take into account also CSR, corporate social responsibility. So in order to share my views on that in a brief manner, let me just start with a personal reflection. I feel that there is no better way to start a talk by sharing a short personal story that basically highlights at my individual level how I embrace change in a positive manner. I feel that there was no better example to share is as the DBA directors of all programs at Montpellier Business School, we have had faced the COVID-19 very, very severely, as you all know. And initially, our programs were delivered face-to-face only, and we had to adapt. We had to take into account information technology, and we had to face this contemporary problem, how to continue delivering excellent learning experiences in this new context. So what we have done basically is we have decided to create a full digital delivery of our program. And that's why we have a full digital DBA program delivered all over the world. So we have candidates from New York City, from Vancouver, from India, from China, from all great countries, and it works perfectly. We are able to train doctors, DBA doctors. We have more than 40 DBA doctors at this point, which is outstanding in a short period of time. So this is something I wanted to insist. This personal example is, on one hand, I took innovation very, very strongly in order to it was successful. Two, as you know, and I heard very good the speeches before I talk. Many presenters talked about sustainability, and also I felt that nowadays at our level, at higher education level, we have to train executives, CEOs, general managers about what are the latest challenges regarding sustainability. That's why in our program, purposely, we have included 21 hours on research perspectives in sustainability in order to promote latest research gaps, challenges associated with CSR. That's why our doctors, our managers, will have a really good understanding of what are the latest problems regarding CSR. So innovation matters a lot. Training, sensitizing people about sustainability challenges, that matters a lot too. Another thing I wanted to highlight today in my presentation is the key role of collaboration. Well, as you know, we are all facing issues about, as I said, this FUCA environment. So I feel that one way to succeed, the key success factor is collaboration. So again, this personal example will illustrate this point. Purposely, we are building on a continuous basis dynamic capabilities through partnerships. So the next move in order to embrace this change is to partner with a top UK institution, Liverpool Business School in UK, and then we're gonna join our two complementary institutions, French and UK research and testing institution. So innovation matters a lot. Sharing how to manage, how to embrace sustainability matters a lot. Collaboration is also something we have to include no matter what. And fourth, the key word is implementation. What we discover is that our portfolio of DBA programs is very successful. Why? Because we are relying purposely on a scalable approach. So we are building on our previous successes and we are moving to the upper level. So this is my personal reflection, how to manage these contemporary issues, how to embrace information technology in a clever way. Now, I feel like in this fantastic conference coming up, no matter, there is no question, you're going to talk about the nature of transformation nowadays in the context of sustainability. And I feel like everyone at our level will have to contribute. And no doubt that present papers will highlight how to embrace new ways of thinking, how to adopt new technologies, how to adopt new behaviors for long-term benefits. So that was actually my personal reflection on the theme on the conference. Now, just to move forward, I just want also to insist to set the tone regarding the current challenges. As we all know, we are dealing with global challenges. Nowadays, the world is facing climate change changes. Inequality has to be taken into account, resource depletion as well. All these challenges underscore the urgency for sustainable solutions. And that's why technology innovation comes into play. It's very important to understand how technology and innovative thinking will help us to address these challenges and adopt emerging solutions for a sustainable world. Now, what I've discovered from our research, and because we have an international team, in order to move forward in a good way, I feel that there are three things we have to take into account. One is individual action. Nowadays, research has stressed the importance of individual responsibility and action in driving change, encouraging the audience, to people, managers, to embrace new ways of thinking and acting. That's one. So the path forward should be composed of individual action. Two, it's collaborative efforts. Nowadays, we have to discuss as academics, as managers, we have to discuss the power of collaboration across sectors, public, private, and non-profit, again, in fostering sustainable advancement. And the three pillar, in order to move to build on this path forward, is vision for the future. So we have to share all together what this sustainable future looks like. Okay, so we need to be inspired, to inspire hope and action. So I feel like all this contribution during this conference will help us to have a better understanding on how to individually be active, individual action, collaborative efforts, and vision for the future. Now, I feel that this is the introduction speech. This is the introductory session. So what is this mindset today? Because the conference is about to start. It's to encourage the audience to take the insights and inspirations for the conference, to apply everything you're going to learn in your sphere of influences. And also we have to understand and to acknowledge the fact that transformation is not just a concept. It's a continuous journey, okay, that will require persistence, courage, and community. So call for action, that's one of my concluding remarks. Two is gratitude and reflection. Thank you very much also for, let me rephrase it. I feel like the mindset again today should be fully engaged, to be receptive to what you're going to hear, and also to be open-minded. I feel that's something that's the values we have to adopt nowadays in order to, again, to collectively build this sustainable future. And also I invite all of you to reflect on your role in this sustainable transformation journey. Now, I felt that a good closing remarks should be leave you with a memorable quote that encapsulates the spirit of the speech. Something that will resonate with you after the conference has ended. So you must have heard about this famous quote from Steve Jobs, former CEO Apple, in his famous graduation speech at Stanford University. He said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your guts, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life." Now, this is one of my pillars, this quote from Steve Jobs. And also, I'm an HEC Paris graduate. And I got my PhD in management. And the motto of this famous business school is learn to dare, take risk, think outside of the box. That's my spirit. So building on these two pillars, connecting dots from Steve Jobs and learn to dare from HEC Paris, my driving force merges both inspiring ideas through a simple message. Learn to dare about building dynamic capabilities by strongly believing that the dots will somehow connect in order to support sustainable transformation initiatives. Thank you very much. That was actually the flavor of the speech I wanted to give you. Being open-minded, being ready to embrace this journey, okay? Because this is a fantastic goal. Corporate social responsibility, FUCA environment, that's taken. We have to take into account now. We have to, in order to succeed, we need individual action, collective efforts, and inspire others. Voila. Thank you very much for your attention. And I wish you a wonderful conference and enjoy these debates. That's the beauty of the conferences, right? So thank you very much again, and I will let you discuss. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cyril, for being with us despite your personal issues. And we are honored by your presence in our conference. And sir, thank you so much. You have rightly talked about adopting the technology with digital delivery in your school, in your college, post-COVID era. And you've talked about the sustainability, understanding sustainability, challenges of sustainability, and you have spoken about VUCA environment and how we should collaborate to sustain in VUCA environment. Thank you so much, Dr. Cyril. Thank you. We are honored.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
We have now come to the end of the inaugural session of two-day international conference, CIBMIT 2024. I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to all the distinguished guests, esteemed participants, and dear students. We are embarking on a journey for exploring several dimensions and gaining valuable insights on the key issues and emerging trends within the realm of the conference theme. Thanking you for your valuable presence. Thank you. And we begin the technical section of information technology and marketing from 2 p.m. in seminar hall as well as from 1 group.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so very good afternoon to one and all. Okay, and my sincere apologies because some technical glitch we got around half an hour, 45 minutes late. Okay, so we do know that technology is a boon, but sometimes it could be a bane also. So just I will start with the session. Okay, so I am Dr. Sachin Kumar, and I welcome you all on behalf of Amity Business School, Amity University, Patna, and CIBMIT 2024. And our the session will be chaired by Professor Dr. Keshwar Bhattacharya. Okay, and he is associate professor at Amity Business and acclaimed renowned researcher also. And he has done his PhD from Patna University, and he has been teaching at lot many universities, and he has presented his paper in international conferences, and his research work has been published in ABDC and rank just. Okay, so I will talk and hand over the session Professor Keshwar Bhattacharya. Okay, so that we can move because we are already late. So let's set the rules of the presentation. So for session to present the PPTs, no, we will be giving around 7 to 8 minutes, and another 2-3 minutes will be for question and answers. Okay, and I hope that you all have looked into the the session flow and all that. So names are given. So there are 11 presenters. Okay, so few will be presenting in person and another few will be presenting online. So first of all, and we'll go as per the sequence. And if suppose somebody is not there, then we'll move ahead with the next presentation. So first of all, I'd like to call Dr. Amjad Ali for his presentation. So he is presenting offline. So 1 minute, I'll just sharing the PPT. I'll share the screen also so that you can have a look at the PPT and then he'll present this.
Should we start? Thank you. Hello and welcome to 4th International Conference on Contemporary Issues in Business Management and Information Technology, organized by University, Patna. And I'm thankful to Amity University, Patna for giving me this opportunity to present my faculties of higher educational institutes in Bihar. So this study is basically conducted in Bihar among the faculties of higher educational institutions. Basically, categories, assistant professor and professors, the 3 categories. Okay. Slides are not changing. Yes, now. Slides now. Slide हाँ ये ना slide नीचे था लेकिन यहाँ पे गया कहाँ है कहीं पर सेव होगा ना वो सब बताएंगे सर स्लाइड क्या इसी पे इसमें नहीं वो नहीं डाउनलोड्स में okay so okay so as I have inconvenience, technical inconvenience. I am continuing my research presentation with the title on psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutes. So I will begin with the purpose of this study to study the these three variables, the role of grit and workplace spirituality on psychological well-being. This study has been conducted on academic professionals. So this academic professional, the activity of educating students at the university level is one of that is extremely fascinating. We in this university itself, if I say, the educational providers like professors, associate professor and assistant professors, it offers them a rich experience that is loaded with relevant details and is considered as the highly fascinating from societal perspective also, because this is one of the which is very fascinating and highly respected in our society. So we have tried to understand the great and workplace spirituality and combination of passion and perseverance towards long-term goal. It is the quality of maintaining a consistent effort towards a goal. Yes. Should I continue? Yes. So workplace spirituality promotes spiritual well-being of employees. It enables individuals to develop personally and make meaningful contribution to their communities. The dependent variable of this research is psychological well-being, which is an optimistic psychological characteristics such as self-acceptance, happiness, hope, or optimum that are conducive to well-being. It is a multidimensional construct. In this research also, this we have used, which has different constructs, but psychological well-being itself is considered as a state of equilibrium, such that an individual mental, physical, and emotional are functioning at an optimum level, and the individual experience a sense of wholeness. There are, however, two distinct points of view that strives to explain this definition. The first is hedonic view, and the second one is eudaimonic view. So, the construct of my research, the present objective of this research is to identify the characteristics that foster grit and spirituality in the workplace and the physical well-being of faculties of higher educational institutions. Further, this research has three broader objectives. First is to determine the relationship among different dimensions of grit, workplace spirituality, and psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutions in Bihar. Second, to find out the predictors of the components of grit and the components of psychological well-being among faculties of national institutions in Bihar. And the last one is to find out the predictors of components of workplace spirituality on the components of psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutions in Bihar. There are three hypotheses based on the relationship among different dimensions of grit, workplace spirituality, and psychological well-being. Second hypothesis talks about the components of grit would significantly predict components of psychological well-being. And the last one is the component of workplace spirituality would significantly predict components of psychological well-being. The participants, if you will see the methodology of this research, total 334 faculty members from different universities of Bihar have been taken into consideration as a participants. Out of 334, 204 males and 130 females were selected. A total of 257 respondents were married, while 75 were single. The ages of the participants vary from 25 to 65, and academic positions, as I earlier said, assistant professor, associate professor, and professors were given as a participant. These three scales have been used. First was the demographic constructs, but the three scales that we used is, first one is grit scale, which was developed by in 2007 and their associates, 5-point rating scales. And this scale has basically two dimensions. First is consistency of interest, and second one is perseverance of efforts. Second scale is workplace spirituality scale, developed by Pradhan et al. 30 items of this scale measured on the 5-point Likert type. It consists of spiritual orientation, compassion, meaningful work, and alignment of values. These are the four dimensions of this scale. Last scale is psychological well-being, which has been used. It is developed by Riff et al. And it has 42 items spread over different dimensions like autonomy, environmental mastery, personal growth, positive relationship with others, purpose in life, and self-acceptance. This scale is also a Likert type scale with 7-point. It is 7-point scales. So these three scales have been used to find out the relationship and the effect of independent variables on dependent variables. If you will go to the result and discussion, an overview of descriptive statistics will let you know the values, minimum values and maximum values of different dimensions and different scales. So if you will see in this findings, an important finding is that the average value of consistency of interest is higher than the average mean value among the four components that make up workplace spirituality. And in general, the descriptive data shows that the individuals were relatively well adjusted psychologically, and they had moderate level of grit and tended to be spiritually engaged at work. This is the demography. And if you will see the inter-construct correlations, you can see the table here. There is relationship exists. The findings of the study indicate that there is a substantial association between the factors that were investigated. Factors means all the three dimensions and their constructs, especially grit, spirituality in the workplace, and psychological well-being. They are either directly or indirectly intercorrelated. As a result, it implies that there is a connection between both characteristics, demonstrating the psychological well-being improves in association with a strength of character. In spite of this, many parts of workplace spirituality have been shown to have detrimental relationship with psychological well-being. Grit, on the other hand, has been shown to have favorable correlation with happy emotions. So to be more specific, it was shown that the aspect of a spiritual orientation which pertains to the degree to which the individuals adhere to spiritual principles while at work has negative impact on psychological well-being. Within the context of higher education in Bihar, this contradictory findings brings to light the possibility of a clash between one's personal convictions and the obligations that accompany one's professional responsibility. So this finding shows that there is a contradictory relationship. When an excessive amount of emphasis is placed on spiritual orientation, it may result in a dissonance between an individual's conviction and the needs of the workplace, which ultimately leads to a decline in psychological well-being. So this is the outcome of the correlation that we have found out. And if you will see the table 3, this indicates the linear regression analysis with predictor variables IV in independent variable of grit and workplace spirituality and its dimensions, and criterion variable that is psychological well-being and its dimensions. So regression table's finding shows that the result presented in that table demonstrate that each aspect of spirituality and grit in the workplace offers a significant prediction. It is important to note that perseverance of effort emerges as most influential predictor, accounting for 11.9% of the variance. So it affects, if we talk about study repeatedly, most accurate predictor of psychological well-being across all aspects. Predict environmental mastery, one of the predictor of psychological well-being, one of the dimensions of psychological well-being, and personal development are spiritual orientation and the ability to preserve through various efforts. So the only 3 characteristics of grit and workplace spirituality that emerge as important predictor of positive relationship are those that are related to the job. One's purpose in life can be predicted by number of factors, the most important of which are perseverance of effort, driven by grit and spiritual orientation, alignment of work and compassion, driven from workplace spirituality. So alignment of work and compassion from workplace spirituality and perseverance of effort from grit. These 3 predicted psychological well-being among faculties of higher educational institutions in Bihar. So on the basis of findings, we can conclude that the well-being of university professors is strongly correlated with their exposure to studies, the uplifting work environments. According to recent studies, and components of grit also found to be strong predictors of psychological well-being. So the findings of my research has also been substantiated by, validated by the previous research. And they also, previous research findings also says that there exists relationship between grit and their component and workplace spirituality with psychological well-being. Therefore, on the basis of findings, we can say that university and colleges that make an effort to foster a spiritually supportive work environment help their staff flourish because they are able to realize their full potential. And this highlights the need for concrete steps to create positive and encouraging atmosphere for teachers in a university systems. Okay, so with this, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to share my research outcome. Thank you very much. And if any one of you have any question, you can do. Yes, yes. Yes.
But before that, I'd like to say one thing, that in session, it seems like different types of papers, is not specifically related to marketing.
Yes.
Majority of the papers are from marketing, that is why we're calling it as marketing paper. But there are some other papers from some other disciplines also.
No, actually, this paper, sir, I think this paper should be included in HR. Yes.
But due to some reason, has been arranged.
No, I shouldn't. Yes, sure. So coming to this, first one, these things are not very much clear to me. Like second and the third one, first, the components of grid, components of workplace spirituality. Have you taken multiple components to check their effects on that? Yes, sir. In grid, there are 2 components, and in workplace spirituality, 4 components. So total 6 components plus grid as an individual hypothesis for that. No, hypothesis I have made it like means component of grid and workplace spirituality. We have combined these 2 variables and their dimensions together in one hypothesis. But we have analyzed separately. Yes, exactly that. So in result, we have given separate findings. Here also, 3 for single scale for all the components. No, sir. For grid 1 scale, for workplace spirituality another scale, and for psychological well-being another scale. So total 3 scales we have used. And how is analyzed for multiple components? In grid, 3 only. Variables, sir. In grid, 1 scale is there, 2 dimensions are there. So number of items total number of items are divided into 2 different dimensions. So 2 dimensions constitute 1 variable, that is grid. Similarly, 4 dimensions of workplace spirituality constitute 1 variable, that is workplace spirituality. So questionnaire is 1, dimensions 4. 1 questionnaire, that is workplace spirituality. Let me check. Yes, here. Workplace spirituality consists of 30 items. Clear? All those 30 and 40. 30 items spread over. 1 dimension is spiritual orientation, second is compassion, third is meaningful work, and fourth is alignment of values. So 4 dimensions altogether constitute 1 variable, that is workplace spirituality. Total item 30, developed by Pradhan, Jalandhar Pradhan. He is one of my good friend, IIT Kharagpur. So he has developed actually this scale for workplace spirituality. Total items, sir, if you will see, so 42 plus 30 means 72 plus 12, 84 items. Yes, right. 84 item altogether. Coming to the first cycle. Yes. Yes. In this, we have tried to find out the relationship, means what is the relation of grid with workplace spirituality, relationship with psychological well-being, and you can see the finding here. I'll show you the finding. Here you can see all the dimension in the left side, CI, PE, G means grid, and PE, preservance of effort. Correlation is given here. You can see the correlation of one with another. You can find the value. 0.438, 0.829, 0.129. Yes, these are the relationship you can see from last one is, if you will see right side upper, then PWB means psychological well-being. So you can see the relationship of psychological well-being as a whole with PE. You can find 0.617. And briefly, I have just explained these findings. Here it is explained. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
So, okay, we are done with the first presentation. So now we'll move ahead to the second one. That is research study on the adoption of technology in manufacturing industry, Bhutan. So may I know if any of the presenter is available online to present the paper? Dr. Ritesh Trivedi and Zoom2. Any of you are there? Okay, so we'll move to the third one, that is unveiling the psychological dynamics of women's brand preference and extension of the theory of recent action by Muskan Wadhwani and Dr. Rajiv Gupta. So Muskan Wadhwani or Dr. Rajiv Gupta, are you there online? Okay, I think they're not there. So we'll move to the next one. That is the fourth presentation about that it is as a new marketing technology. Arindam Roy.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, am I audible, sir?
Am I audible?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. So I'll do one thing. Yeah, you are audible. So I'll share your PPT and you can present. Okay. And
can I
I'll
share
move
my
the slides
screen
from here?
Can I share my screen from my end and then
No, I'll do it. So do you have the option to share there?
Yeah, I have the option,
Can you share?
sir. Yeah.
Do you have the rights?
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Let me see, sir. Let me see.
Mr. Arindam.
Yeah. Can you see, sir?
Please go ahead.
Can you see? Is it visible? Hello.
Yes, it is visible. Mr. Roy, it is visible.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, Harvard professor Gerald Zaltman has proven that 95% of the purchase decisions are made by the non-conscious doing mind. Okay, so my fellow listeners, before I get started, I want to express my gratitude towards the management team of CIBMIT, who have given me this opportunity to share my thoughts about the wonderful world of neuromarketing in front of such a lovely audience. I'm confident you will find the next few minutes informative as we cover this topic. So, can we begin? I hope I'm audible, sir.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for confirming.
So, can you make your slide in full screen mode? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, neuromarketing, as the term denotes, comprises of two words, neuro and marketing, which are independently, as we know, are subjects in themselves. So marketing, as we are all aware, as defined by American Marketing Association, is an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering value to the customers, and for managing customer relationships so as to benefit the organization and its stakeholders. And the process or the tool that helps them get to this objective is the neuro part of it, where neuro in combination of with marketing gets an insight into the customers so that the requirement or the needs of the customer could be better understood as well as better catered to. So neuromarketing is an important development to understand how the subconscious mind helps the consumer to make decisions. So in this field, science, technology, and management has joined hands to map the science of marketing, which in itself would get into more people into this. So actually, this neuromarketing as a term is quite new for the marketing people as well as to the world. And it is first coined by A.L. Smiths in the year 2002. So it's just 22 years old. So he studied the consumer's sensory, motor, cognitive, and affective response to the marketing stimuli, and from there itself he gave this or coined this term of neuromarketing. So if we want to know about the efficacy of neuromarketing in both marketing or market research, so what I think is consumers can lie, but not their internal responses. So in relation to that, I would just like to quote one of the case studies which happened between Coke and Pepsi. So this experiment was actually being conducted by Pepsi, where what they have done is they have blind tested both the cold drinks, and which was offered to the consumers. So neither the none of the consumers who drank Pepsi as well as Coke were aware about the brand which they are consuming. And post consumption, they were asked that which one, according to taste, which one they would like to go for. And they had opted for Pepsi more than the Coke variant itself. But when they were asked that which of the cold drinks they prefer in the branded mode, they had said it's the Coke. And when they were asked which one is the Coke, they have wrongly mentioned that Pepsi, which was blind tested with them, was actually Coke and not the actual Coke, which they thought that it was a Pepsi one. So with this challenge, we know that when the brand gets quoted in the minds of the consumer, or the consumer gets to know about the brand, and their options or their selection changes. But when they were giving in the blind form, they gave the actual responses. So the attention level or the emotional engagement with a specific brand comes into the picture, and with this we can say that the effectiveness of neuromarketing is going to be of greater help to the marketing people as well as market research people. So what's the premise of having this concept of neuromarketing? So we all know about the Freudian theory, where the human mind has can be divided into three different aspects: the idea, ego, as well as the superego. Where the idea is the unconscious part of the mind, and which does not questions or which doesn't reason out with the different options that are given in front of them, and that's how the marketers also wants the people to respond to. So that's why we would mostly see in our daily lives itself also, if we are going into a supermarket or a mall to purchase a certain particular items, we would make a list of the items that we need for our household chores. But when we reach the mall or after the shopping is completed, we see the number of products that we had purchased is higher in number, and many of the products which were not mentioned in the list, we had already also have purchased it because of different reasons. It could be the packaging, it could be the branding, or some kind of offer that was being given to them. So marketers also want this kind of attitude from the consumers, where the ID part or the unconscious part of the mind actually takes over the conscious part, or what we call the rational part. So the reptilian brain or the instinct of the consumers is very much needed to increase the sales, and that's what the researchers as well as marketeers is trying to understand, that how that instinct could be generated for a product to be sold, or just to understand the response to a product by the consumer itself. So the main purpose that we see is of marketing is to meet the unmet needs of the customer. So the consumer look at the different requirements that he or she is possessing, and then try to meet the products which would satisfy those unmet needs. And this could be very helpful in the new product development stage, or when the organizations are getting are trying to make new products for the consumers, and which would help them to understand what is the actual requirement of the consumer, in what form, in what way, and how they want the products to be in front of them, so that they can satisfy this unmet marketing needs by offering these products. So it's not about only about the development of products, but also the communication, which is becoming more important, which would help the marketeers keep the product in a more of the growth stage of the product life cycle, than to keep them in the either the introductory stage to the growth stage. Conversion becomes very much faster, and the product stays in the growth stage for a longer period of time, generating a lot of revenues for the marketeers as well as the organization. So actually neuromarketing is just like a guide to the marketeers, where they are looking for answers to what could be the right product for the consumers, and in what way it should be presented to the consumers, or how differently we can present the different products to the consumers, so that the messages that are being communicated to the consumers help in boosting of sales. So many of us knew about the different methods of neuromarketing, and I would just like to mention a few of them. The electroencephalograph, which enables to reveal the customer engagement and recall with the help of electrical signals from inside the brain, which is just like a helmet which is worn by the consumers, and it helps the marketer give insights into the quality of ad that is being liked by the consumer. Yeah.
Arindam, if I audible to you,
Yeah, sir.
can you just a second? The thing is that whatever you are explaining, that is okay,
Yeah.
very good. If you can quickly come to the research part, what you have done.
At this moment, I'm at the initial stage of the research, so no findings or the data part is presently I'm working on it. It's on the collecting stage. So as I'm a research associate, I'm still in the process of making the questionnaire, and that's why the
Is there
research part
any kind of reviews you have done of the existing literature?
Yes, couple
These
of
are
literature
because
reviews are there, which I would be mentioning in my final paper, but in the presentations, I haven't included the research part.
So you have not in them. There's no literature review. There is no analysis. But the things, whatever you are explaining, these are the concepts of the neuromarketing.
Yeah.
So that is okay. But if there is anything, any kind of research, whether any qualitative outcomes or any quantitative outcomes, if you can share with us that you have done.
So one of the case studies which I shared is the Coke and the Pepsi one, which I came across when I did the literature review of it. And from there itself, I was quoting it.
Okay, so if you can conclude it, Arindam. Thank you.
So thanks for the time. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Hello. So we'll go to the next presentation, okay, by Krishna Kanal and Neha Arora.
Hello, can you hear me, Professor?
Please go ahead, sir.
Sorry, Professor. So my research topic is about exploring the impact of business school, faculty perception employee engagement, the mediating. A question, please. Mere conference, please. Sorry, my topic is exploring the impact of business school faculty perception on employee engagement, the mediating role of organizational trust. Business school are the bastion of knowledge dissemination and cultivation. So they play a very crucial role in shaping the mindset of future leaders. The perception of CSR by business school faculty is a significant area of inquiry. For example, here, most of us are business school faculty. So we really need to know what are our perceptions regarding CSR. So this is the literature review. So the theoretical background that this paper is based on is social exchange theory. So we all understand social exchange theory. Social exchange theory is all about the concept of reciprocity. And the second theoretical background that my research is based on is social identity theory. Social identity theory is all about self-concept that you base your affiliation on certain social groups. So these are the two theoretical background, social identity theory and social exchange theory. So here is the theoretical model and hypothesis development. So we have, if you see the hypothesis one is the faculty's perception of CSR is related with employee engagement. That's the first hypothesis. There is a relationship. The second hypothesis we proposed was CSR and organizational trust has a significant and positive relationship. The third hypothesis is organizational trust has a significant and positive relationship with employee engagement. So how do we base our hypothesis on quite a lot of literature review? And the another hypothesis is the mediating relationship. If organizational trust has a mediating relationship. So this is the research methodology. So what we did was we collected data from all over business school. So we sent our questionnaire to faculties from business school, both full-time and part-time. The reason why part-time is most of the faculties teaching in business school are part-time. That's the reason we collected both full-time and part-time. The questionnaire had all the details regarding data confidentiality, respondent anonymity, and informed consent. So to measure CSR perception, we use a 3-item scale that was adjusted from Wood et al. And Wagner et al. So this is a very, very popular scale to measure CSR, and it has been well validated, and the reliability and validity has been often checked for this scale. The second one is organizational trust. We relied on 4-item scale developed by Cummings and Bloom, a very, very popular scale to measure organizational trust by Cummings and Bloom in 1996. Then we based our research on employee engagement that was measured through a 4-item scale, again developed by Block and all, very popular book from 2015. So now, how do we do the analysis? So first, we look for common method bias, right? For when we talk about common method bias, are we doing the wrong thing? Though we are measuring the right construct, are we doing it the wrong way? So we looked into the common method bias. So we were looking into the correlation between the construct. We had the 3 construct: corporate social responsibility, organized trust, and employee engagement. If you see it, we have it less than 0.9. So we can believe that is this study is okay to further. Then we use SPSS and AMOS to do further studies. So if you can see, we did factor loadings, and this is what we got. So for factor loading, reliability and validity test of the model, these are the construct, these are the factor loadings, and for all those related terms, we are talking about composite reliability, evidence variance extracted, MSB. So this is the result. So also, what we did was we did one more test. We did one more test for factor analysis to measure. We also did for discriminant validity. We did a formal and Lecker criterion test, and this is what we got. Then we move forward with heterotype and monotype criteria. This is the table. This is the result that we got. And then we did the hypothesis testing for, if you see, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 constructs. The first construct means CSR perception, employee engagement, second construct, and third is organizational identification. So if you can see, we see that when it comes to mediation, we see that there is a partial mediation. If you see, organizational trust is a partial mediation, not a very strong mediator, but a partial mediation. These are hypothesis testing for indirect effect. So what was the discussion in conclusion? After we did our ACM, structural equation modeling results, we found out that there was a positive relationship between faculty's engagement and organizational trust when it comes to CSR perception. So CSR perception has a positive effect on faculty's engagement. CSR perception has a positive effect on organizational trust. The most important thing, which we wanted to find out, if organizational trust has a mediating role in the relationship between CSR and faculty engagement, we found out that there was a mediating relationship, but the mediating relationship was not very strong. So we say that there was a mediating relationship, but not very strong mediating relationship. So why is this resource important? This resource is important because we can now, business school, for example, Amity Business School or the business school I have been working, we can devise new CSR strategies to make sure that customers, the end customer, the students, have a positive view towards our students. We can have a different CSR initiatives so that our employees, our faculties are more engaged. They have more trust to our institution or the university or college they are working after. So this is thank you, Professor. This is what I did for the research.
Mr. Krishna, am I audible to you?
Yes, Professor Dr. Sachin.
I'm having just a couple of questions. Like the first one is employee engagement. What kind of employees you are talking about, and why you have taken the business school faculty's perception here?
Interesting. Professor, the reason is when we talk about CSR and business ethics often make curriculum syllabus of business school for the first thing, right? And why I was looking after the stakeholders who are the most important stakeholder in a university or colleges. So the most important stakeholder in a university or college are either students or faculty. And I realized there has been many research when it comes to many studies when it comes to students, but there are very few studies regarding CSR perceptions. If professors, if faculties are a very important stakeholder, then why not talk about them? Because their engagement at the end of the day will decide what they teach in the classroom, right? So we really want our employees to be more engaged. We really want our employees, the faculties especially, we really want our faculties to have more organizational trust. That's the reason, if they are one of the most important stakeholders, we really need to know what do they feel regarding their college, their university CSR initiatives. That's the reason we choose faculties. So we had option, student or teacher. There are many studies that had been done on students, and there are very few studies that talk about university social responsibility. So I really wanted to replace this word called corporate social responsibility with university social responsibility, and I have done that one, but that's not part of this presentation. But I have replaced that corporate social responsibility need to be replaced by something wider, something much succinct called USR, university social responsibility. But that makes another part of my research problem, Professor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Krishna.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Sachin.
Sir, kindly go offline, sir. Yeah, okay, very thank you. So can we have the next presentation by Dr. Vijay Ganpat on digital marketing and online purchase of EV, a way of business sustainability.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm ready, sir. Thank you.
Please share your slides, sir.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Hello. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me introduce myself, Dr. Vijay Dhamore. I am Associate Professor from Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University, Pune. I am happy to share my research PowerPoint presentation on digital marketing and online purchasing of EV, a way of business sustainability. Okay. In my topics, I will cover introduction, review of literature, data analysis, result, discussion, conclusion, references, and after that, question and answers. For introduction of my topic, let me introduce why I chosen this topic. Because of changing consumer behavior, the government policies are also changing, and there is a call for the nature also. There is a global call from all over the countries that pollution-free countries are welcome, and they should manufacture the vehicles or the products which are green manufactured products. For example, I have taken in this research paper electric vehicle for the case under study. So adoption of electric vehicle is an innovative business model for many governments. Consumer preferences are nowadays shifting towards electric vehicles due to pollution control norms and policies adopted at global level. Major manufacturing giants or automobile brands in India like Mahindra and Tata started to offer electric cars in India online. This study objective is to get the online purchase behavior of consumer towards electric vehicles and to check the relationship between the different variables which I found regarding the digital marketing and the sustainable innovation. Sustainable development or sustainability defined as meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to see their needs. Sustainable innovation is business involves emerging of new products, processes, facilities, and technologies that empower economic development and comfort of stakeholders and institutions, although concerning the world's natural properties and regenerative capability. Theoretically, the use of green marketing concept is indeed an exciting thing because environmental problems are quite sensitive issues and have received very public consideration.
Sir, you are not audible. Hello. Can you hear me, sir? Dr. Vijay? You are not audible, sir. Dr. Vijay? Okay, we'll just wait for Dr. Vijay for a minute. If he comes online, it's good. Otherwise, we'll move ahead with our next presentation. Okay, I think he got some technical issues. So we'll move ahead with the next presentation by Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Ray. The topic of his research is virtual work realities, insights and implications for design and leadership. Mr. Sanjeev, are you there? So I think he's not online. So we'll move ahead. So next presentation by Ravi Kumar and Nisi Mitra. The topic is unveiling digital gender disparities, a comparative study of business management practices among men and women in the Santhal tribe. Ravi Kumar. Okay, he is present here itself, so he will be presenting just in a minute. Please hold on.
I hope I'm audible to everyone. And this is my research topic, as Sir has already told you, unrevealing digital gender disparity, a comparative. Am I audible? Hello? Hello? So can you check from your end? Hello? Okay. So starting with my presentation. Okay, this is the abstract and the introduction of my study. The study devotes the delve into the gender dynamics prevalent in business management within the Santhal tribe in a digital era. Its primary objective is to conduct a comparative analysis between men and women, exploring how digital technology influence their business practices and opportunity for marketing engagement. The study aims to uncover the digital gender divide in business management from the standpoint of Santhal tribe. It seeks to understand the challenge women encounter when venturing into business and examines the digital technology utilizing by both men and women to enhance their business. The anticipated findings suggested that digitalization holds a potential to empower women. The study aims to educate the strategies adopted by the Santhal tribes to navigate the gender dynamics in business management within the digital era, offering insight into effective practices for promoting gender equality. A methodology is qualitative, quantitative. Basically, I use the anthropological research methodology. It's an observation and deep interviews with the tribes, and I spent approximately 11 months with them and do this research. and I'm a PhD scholar, and I'm also continuing my PhD and doing research fieldwork there. So these are the key points which we have discussed in this paper. Digitalization, as we move to the AI things, but in the what is the situation of digitalization in Santhal tribe? This paper talks about, and how digital gender divide is created between men and women in the tribal spaces, and the indigenous business and entrepreneurship. What are the government schemes has given, and what are the supports government giving to the Santhals and tribes for their development. These are the Santhals. Santhals are the largest community in Jharkhand, state of India. And it is also found in Bihar, Odisha, West Bengal. And my study area is Chakai, Jamui, Bihar, which is the Bihar and Jharkhand's border. And the sex ratio of Santhal is 1008, according to government of Odisha. And this is the literacy rate I have mentioned, 57.14 males and 35.31% females. And basically, first we start with the indigenous tribal business. What is indigenous tribal business? If we talk about indigenous tribal business is the which we can say that if the indigenous people owns 51%, Mhm. Mhm. So, for a tribe, what are the problems they have faced to start a business? This is the chart where we. Huh? Okay. So, उन्होंने बोला full. Okay, so this is a chart. I think some problem is there. So first they have to find the business, what kind of business they want to do, then do the market researching, then what are the government support they have got provided and programs for that, and this is for after that they get the permit, then skill development, sustainable, and this business will work or not. So they have to see that, and after that they will start the business, and for that they have to face many problems which I will discuss further. These are the government schemes that government have provided for the Santhals and tribes to develop their business. In the blue is the in the yellows which you can see. These are the programs which are applicable in the field, but other are not applicable there. And these are some local NGOs which is working for the government the business development of the Santhal tribes there. Pradhan Ajivika Sinchan and Mobile Vani and World Vision. Mobile Vani is the organization which supports digitally marketing for the youth. And in this study, I have taken 15 tribes from the different state of India, and show the gender dynamics there, like how females do their, what kind of business females do and what kind of business male does in there. And these are the states where I have mentioned where these tribes are were found. Total 15 I have shown there. If we talked about the what kind of problems the that tribes were faced. Like they face like untouchability problem, migration problem, and marketing liquidity. They don't know how to use digitalization. They don't know. They are very illiterate to do any kind of work. And the documentation problem they have faced, transportation. These are the problem in the paper we have talked about, that how that tribes faces problem to organize their business, which creates a rural urban discrimination and caste discrimination there. For caste discrimination, we can see that if some low caste people like tribal start their business, but the high class people did not allow them to do their business in their particular space. And urban rural discrimination is also there, because in urban areas we can found largely the higher caste people's business, but a very low amount of tribals are doing business in the urban areas. So in rural areas they are doing some businesses, but in the rural area, because of caste, they are facing many problems. They did not organize their business there. And if we talked about for women in gender, like women also faces this urban rural discrimination and caste discrimination. After that, they have also faces problem like gender, because males are the dominated area, dominate the business activities there, and the women's are very less to do their business, and they face many problems that because they cannot organize and they cannot start their shops there because of and people don't come to talk to them because of their hesitation and to talk to women. So women face many problems. They have less market. They cannot go to the markets to sell their products, because they face problems like safety issues, traveling issues, and they do not know how to use digital technologies. That and even in common services point, the husbands take their license from the government in the name of their women, but male members run that business, and so women did not get the opportunity to do the business. These are the one of the business we talked about. Two business we have taken to show that there is a Santhal local drink business in Mahua and Hadia, sale by the females, and Tadi sale by the males. Mahua Hadia has very low marketing, and they did not they sell this product in the at the time of festivals only. So they have very less client and the very limited market. And the Tadi has the very high sale business. Day-to-day life, people use Tadi, drink Tadi. So male is dominating in this business, local drink business. Even this is the pattal making business. The women make pattals and sell to the local people, local vendor, or they in very hard times they go to the hatia, which is local market, and sell there, but did not get that amount which a male get from the people. And these are the some of the findings, like how in paper we talked about how they shifted from BD to plate making business, and Santal women's how they are doing their shops, trying to managing their shops and use of digitalization before and COVID. Before they did not have digital technology to do their business, and after that after COVID they started doing taking digital payments, so it's helped them. And Hatia market, I have already spoken about. Cannot see full slides here. And this is the part of conclusion where we find out that how women are facing problems, and how tribal men has facing problems, which I have already talked about. So I did not stretch the presentation. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So I am and my. Yes, yes. Yes.
So what you have done and what you are doing is how witness is there. Now how social media affecting the this is not ever about business services. So you have taken only business knowledge. What they are doing, yes. So you mentioned different communities, 11 communities, I think, 13 communities, 15 communities, yes. So you are focusing on one only. Yes, I am focusing on one. So given 14 other, I have taken 15 because I want to popularity about commercial business. Because you have compared male and female, yes, yes. And Charlie and yes, yes.
Okay, so we'll move ahead to the next presentation by Anuradha Sharma. Okay. The paper is titled The Role of Social Media in Promoting Energy Efficiency Practices in the Apparel Sector, a Conceptual Framework. So Anuradha Sharma, can we have the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Can you
So
hear
is my screen? Yes, sir. So is my screen visible?
Hello, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please share
Is,
your...
is my screen visible?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon to all who are present here. I am Anuradha Sharma, research scholar at Christchurch College, Kanpur, which is affiliated to Chhatrapati Sahooji Maharaj University. Today, the topic of my research paper is the role of social media in promoting energy efficiency practices in the apparel sector, a conceptual framework. In the contemporary landscape of global sustainability challenges, the apparel sector stands at a critical juncture as concerns regarding environmental degradation and resource depletion intensify the imperative to adopt energy efficiency practices become very more pressing. Energy consumption in the apparel industry is substantial, with manufacturing processes, transformation, transportation, and retail operations contributing significantly to carbon emissions and resource depletion. The textile and fashion industry is mainly responsible for approximately 10% of global carbon emissions, and only 1% of clothing is recycled into new clothing. Consumers are becoming more aware of the impacts of their purchasing decisions on the nature and social environments. Social media plays an important role in this process. Social media has emerged as a powerful tool for promoting sustainable behaviors and practices, including energy efficiency, by providing a platform for communication, information dissemination, and community building. Basically, energy efficiency is, we all know that the use of less energy to perform the same task, which helps in resulting the reduction of energy consumption, and it also helps in reducing the cost as well. It is a critical strategy for reducing the various harmful gases, which we all know greenhouse effect, and mitigating the impacts of climate change. So we significantly use social media as a powerful tool for promoting sustainable behaviors and practicing for energy efficiency and to promote energy efficiency strategies in our consumers. So some of the sustainable apparel brands who are using various strategies to promote their efficient, who are promote their efficiency information to their consumers. Some of the names are here. Mara Hoffman, who are known for using eco-friendly materials like tencel and organic cloth to promote the sustainability in the environment. Hence brands, Sheep Incorporation, Patagonia, Allbirds, Everlane, these brands are the examples for the commitment to sustainability through their use of eco-friendly materials and efforts to reduce the environmental impact in the apparel industry. Here are some of the objectives of my study. The first one is to investigate the role of social media to influence the adoption of energy saving measures within the apparel industry. And the another one is to enhance the existing body of knowledge regarding the encouragement of energy efficient behaviors through social media platforms. So I do the literature review under the some of the subheadings. My first heading is April company strategies for clean energy and energy efficiency. Basically, the implementation of clean manufacturing and green supply chain management helps in practices in the April supply chain, which involves a efficient energy consumption, green design, and the concept of recycle and reusing of the goods and services are here. Some social media platforms are well designed and engaged for their audiences to promote the energy efficient practices. Apple manufacturing can also reduce their environmental impact and production costs by implementing green manufacturing practices such as reducing the use of fossil fuels or gray electricity or replacing environmentally harmful energy sources with renewable sources, reducing the use of fresh water, reducing the use of harsh chemicals, and replacing harmful chemicals with eco-friendly alternatives. And another topic of my literature review is social media's role in promoting sustainable practices. As we all know, social media platforms generates vast amounts of data that are capable of being utilized for monitoring the effectiveness of social media campaigns. Engaging stakeholders in social media campaigns has a potential to enhance the reach and influence of the campaigns, which also fostering trust and credibility among the intended audience. Individuals known as influencers who possesses a substantial following on social media platform have the capacity to make a substantial impact on the advancement of energy efficiency initiative within the apparel industry. This influence is manifested through the dissemination of the sustainable behaviors, subsequent motivation to the audience to adopt their similar practices. We diligently engage in secondary data collection from diverse sources like books, journals, government publications. This comprehensive approach to data gathering ensures a robust foundation for this research, which helps to ensure that research is well-rounded and reliable. So the findings and discussion of my topic is the sector of apparel stand out as one of the most expansive industries on a global scale recognized for its considerable utilization of resources and substantial role in environmental degradation. Conventional methods aimed at fostering energy efficiency within the apparel sector have predominantly depended on the educational initiatives, awareness campaigns, regulatory measures within the industry, and advances in the technology. As reported by the Just Styles, fashion companies or the fashion apparel companies specialize in April are establishing ambitious long-term objectives related to energy efficiency or the adoption of clean energy, with many aligning their strategies with sustainable development programs set forth by the United Nations. For instance, Inditex, the parent company of the popular fast fashion label company, the Zara, successfully achieved the 2020 by ensuring that 81% of the renewable source of the study participated in conduct towards sustainability initiatives on social network platforms like Instagram that corroborates earlier research highlighted the influence of social media on consumer actions and perceptions of the brand. The direction of the research examination aim to in brand will convey the
Anuradha ma'am. Hello. Anuradha Sharma, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, your slides are not visible, ma'am.
So now it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So the direction is there's a potential for forthcoming research endeavors to focus on devising strategies aimed at mitigating the challenges related to the energy efficiency. Further investigations warranted to explore empirical studies evaluating the effectiveness of social media campaigns and the potential of social media in fostering sustainability and innovation in the apparel sector. As an aid necessitating further scrutiny is the determinants that consumers to adopt more eco-friendly behaviors in the context of the rising prevalence of social media platforms. Now, the conclusion of my study is social media plays a vital role in promoting energy efficient practices within the apparel sector by influencing consumer behavior and the strategies of the brands by utilizing interactive and trendy content in social media marketing can significantly boost the brand equity, customer engagement, and loyalty in the apparel industry. Moreover, social media influencers advocating for sustainable fashion can raise awareness about the significance of energy management practices in the sector. Fashion brands are increasingly embracing sustainable marketing through social networks, catering to the preference of ethically conscious consumers and endorsing eco-friendly processes. Through leveraging social media platforms, company can effectively communicate their energy management initiative, interact with consumers, and foster positive attitudes toward climate action, thereby contributing to a more sustainable and energy efficient apparel industry. These are some of the references of my study. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Very thank you, ma'am. So can we have the next paper to be presented by Abhishek Tripathi and Dr. Vishal Saxena? The title of the
hello,
yeah.
sir. I'm sorry to disturb myself, Dr. Vijay Dhamore. I have just disturbed or crashed my laptop during presentation.
Can you present it?
Can I present?
Can you
please?
Because I know that you got some.
When? Now I'm okay.
No, can you present in the last? So please let other two groups finish
Okay,
them.
okay. No problem, sir. No problem. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I will wait. Thank you.
Yeah. So next topic by Abhishek Tripathi. The title of the paper is Impact of Regulatory Reforms on High Frequency Trading and Algorithmic Trading Practices, Evidences from Blue Chip Stocks in India. Mr. Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
Please share your slides and can you start the presentation?
Hello.
Please tell.
Sir, my slides are visible?
No, it's not visible.
Just a second.
Yeah, it's visible now. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, respected chairperson and esteemed committee members. It is with great enthusiasm and honor that I extend my warm greetings to each of you at 4th International Conference on CIBMIT 2024 hosted by MIT University Patna. I, Abhishek Tripathi, research scholar in Armapur PG College, CSGM University Kanpur, doing my research under the supervision of Dr. Vishal Saxena, privileged to be presenting my paper entitled Impact of Regulatory Reform on High Frequency Trading and Algorithmic Trading Practices, Evidence from Blue Chip Stocks in India at this prestigious gathering of thought leaders and experts. In this paper, I am elucidate the effect of high frequency trading and algorithmic trading on selected blue chip stocks of India and regulatory reforms taken by the Security Exchange Board of India, shedding on light contemporary challenges and opportunities that resonate with the themes of this conference. The emergence of high frequency trading and algorithmic trading revolutionized the financial market globally and also the Indian market landscape. If we talk about what is high frequency trading, it is large volume trade at exceptionally high speed, often leveraging advanced algorithm and technological infrastructure to capitalize small price differentials and market efficiencies. And another term of my study is algorithmic trading, which is automated system to execute predefined trading strategies based on various parameters such as price movement, volume, and market conditions. The algorithmic trading goes as first we have the data sources from the market like NSC and VSC. Then the AI model comes, which is neural network, graph network, decision tree, and fuzzy logics. Then the execution mode, and final the observation or the outcome of the algorithmic tradings. The literature review has been done in the two parts. First, with the high frequency trading and algorithmic trading, and second aspect covers the regulatory reforms like SEBI and RBI guidelines regarding the stock market for high frequency trading and algorithmic tradings. The research methodology is grounded on secondary data analysis, entails a methodological approach of collecting, synthesizing, and analyzing of existing literature on the impact of regulatory reform of HFT and AT. Comprehensive search of scholarly journals and book papers and internet-based data are also collected in the process. A thematic analysis method is applied to synthesize data to find recurrent themes and patterns in the literature. There are 5 stages of building the algorithmic trading process. These are decide on the strategy paradigm. Second, establish statistical significance. Third, building trading model. Fourth, quoting obligating strategies. Fifth one is back testing and operationalization. And at this stage, the result of algorithmic trading comes. Regulatory reforms and their impact. So our study is based on the selected blue chip companies. So we analyzed the Reliance, TCS, Infosys, and HDFC have witnessed the trading dynamics and participants' behavior as a result of regulatory reforms. Regulatory reforms influence the market participant behavior, trading strategies in blue chip companies, leading to increased emphasis on compliance, risk management, and regulatory transparency among the market participants. The impact on market quality metrics is seen on the 3 parameters: liquidity, volatility, and price efficiency. In the liquidity, we saw the HDFC and Reliance have experienced improved liquidity condition with higher traditional volumes and narrower spread, indicating enhanced market liquidity. In the volatility, we have seen TCS and Infosys ensuring stability and investor confidence. And in the third and last, price efficiency, we have seen blue chip stocks like Hindustan Unilever, ICICI Bank have benefited from improved price efficiency with stock price reflecting fundamental value more accurately and efficiently. The insights and discussions of the paper is SEBI guidelines on algorithmic trading and co-location facilities have led to improvement in market quality metrics such as liquidity provision, volatility, and price efficiency in the companies. And TCS, Reliance, HDFC, Infosys. In conclusion, the analysis of regulatory reforms and their impact on high-frequency trading and algorithmic trading practices in blue-chip companies provide invaluable insight into the dynamics of Indian stock market. The conclusion of the paper is market participants had adopted their trading strategies and behavior to comply with regulatory requirement, contributing more transparent, stable, and efficient trading environment. By analyzing real-world example and market data, this paper enhances our understanding of how regulatory interventions influencing trading practices, market quality metrics, and investor outcomes. Recommendations for the further studies are regulators like SEBI to continue monitor and access market development to identify emerging risk areas for improvement. Additionally, the collaboration between regulators, SEBI, and the market participants like investors and industry holders is essential to ensure the regulatory framework. The limitation of the area is this subset is specifically dependent on blue chip companies, which may limit the generalizability of the findings. Future research could explore a broader range of companies and market segments to provide more comprehensive understanding of regulatory impact. Once again, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the chairperson and committee members of CIBMIT 2024 for the invaluable opportunity to contribute to the scholarly discourse. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. MC. So can we move to the next presentation by Sudha Gupta, and the title of the paper is The Influence of Situational Factors on Online Grocery Shopping, an exploratory study of online shoppers in Pune city. Can we have the slides?
Sir, can you see my slide?
Visible, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sudha Gupta, research scholar from Amity University, Patna, and my topic for this conference is the influence of situational factors on online grocery shopping and exploratory study on online shoppers in Pune city.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you make it full screen, ma'am? Slides. From down, ma'am. Down right corner.
Sorry.
Okay, from there also you can do. Okay.
Introduction. Online grocery shopping has witnessed significant growth on a global scale, becoming increasingly popular among consumers. However, despite its rising popularity, there remains a notable gap in research concerning the situational factors that influence the adoption of OGS. This presentation aims to bridge the research gap by delving into how contextual elements impact consumers' decision to engage in online grocery shopping. By exploring these contextual factors, we can gain deeper insight into the dynamic of consumer behavior in the online grocery shopping domain and inform strategic initiatives aimed at enhancing the adoption and sustainability of OGS platform. Background. Existing studies on online grocery shopping predominantly focus on the perspective of retailers, analyzing aspects such as cost structures, operational constraints, and lesson learned. Additionally, there are studies that delve into consumer preferences and shopping patterns within the realm of online grocery shopping. Despite this valuable contribution, there remains a noticeable gap in research concerning the impact of situational variables on adoption of OGS. This lack of research on situational factors limit our understanding on the nuanced influence that shape consumers' decision to adopt online grocery shopping as a preferred mode of purchasing. Objectives. Clear objectives of the research study. Examine consumer socioeconomic background and attitude towards online food buying. Study consumers' intentions while purchasing groceries online. Determine factors influencing consumer behavior in OGS. Establish the impact of situational factors on OGS with focus on Pune city. Scope of the study. Online shopping has become increasingly significant across various marketing segments, with online grocery shopping emerging as a notable trend. This study specifically focuses on understanding the contextual factor that influence the adoption of online grocery shopping in Pune. Key independent elements to be examined include user convenience, website designs, delivery mechanism, add-on services, and social influence. By honing in on these contextual factors, we aim to gain insight into the unique dynamic of OGS adoption in Pune and provide valuable recommendations for enhancing OGS platform in the region. Summary of findings. This section provides a comprehensive overview of the findings obtained through rigorous data analysis. The dependent variable under scrutiny is the adoption of online grocery shopping. Analysis includes regression model examination while it indicates how much of variations in OGS adoption can be explained by the variable studies. Notably, situational factors influence website designs, delivery mechanism, add-on services, and personal convenience emerges as significant determinants of OGS adoption. These findings underscore the multifaceted nature of consumer decision-making in the realm of online grocery shopping. Regression model analysis. Delving deeper into the methodology, this section focuses on regression model utilized in the study. The regression model serves as a statistical tool to analyze the relationship between variable and the dependent variable. Through this analysis, the variance explained by the model is determined, shedding light on the extent to which the model accounts for the observed variation in OGS adoption. It reveals the efficacy of model in capturing complexities of consumer behavior in online grocery shopping.
Sudha ma'am, am I audible? Your slides are not visible. Hello. Okay, I think she lost the connection because she's not audible, slides also not visible. So we'll move to our next presentation by Pooja Pandey and Dr. Sanjay Singh. And the title of the paper is Enhancing Employees' Attitude and Organization Performance, Leveraging a Strategic HR Initiative with Technology Integration.
WhatsApp groups. I can send you a mail.
Okay.
Not possible here. Plot can be done specifically. This is for what I can reflect. Ask for what? Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. For me, something else is coming for, but here. Okay, now it is okay. So, good evening, one and all present here. Try. Just check one. Yeah.
This was
Light mode. Resolution. Can I check with the F5? Sir, is this the slide mode on your computer?
Sir,
Yeah? No. But for me it is okay, yeah, check.
yeah. You know. So,
Check. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Pooja Pandey, research scholar from VKSU, Ara. I'm going to present on the topic enhancing employees' attitude and organizational performance, leveraging strategic HR initiative with technology integration. Presenting in CIBMIT 2024 at MIT University, Patna on the theme Contemporary Issues in Business Management and Information Technology. So here, when I proceed with my presentation, the next slide is about, slides are not changing. Just a minute. Yes, it is okay. The statement of the problem. So when I talk about one of the statement by Stephen Robbins, workers' attitude and job satisfaction deal with how an organization behave in a particular way. So understanding the relationship between employees' attitude and organizational performance is very crucial at this point of time. My study focuses to address the following questions. The first is determinants of employees' attitude. The second is the various influential factors that and the dimensions of organizational performance. The third is what role does strategic HR initiative integrated with technology play in shaping employees' attitude, and how data-driven decision-making proactively address employees' concern in this global challenging time. So topic I have to be covered: introduction, objective of the study, research methodology, literature review, data analysis and interpretation, findings, conclusion, and suggestions. So yes, here I am talking about totally the attitude of an employee at workplace, or I can say attitude, which is very important to understand to get the job done. So attitude, basically a state of mind that reflects someone feeling consistently favorable or unfavorable towards person, object, event, and we can say that it is actually the set of facts what we are determining, and to a big extent our values, ethics and attitude plays a very important role in our lives. Components of attitude are affect, behavior and cognitive. This is ABC model of attitude, and so far as types of attitude are concerned, the job satisfaction, job involvement and organizational commitment. So slides are again not changing. So I am talking about the model which I need to, like, if we talk about a model which works, then yes, it is about the feeling of an employee. If I take the example of a student, like if they like study, they feel that study is important and they enjoy learning. When I talk about the action, the student will dedicate it towards study. And if I talk about the thought, yes, he must have a strong feeling that a study is very important for us. We are an individual. We have the psychology to deal with the internal and external. We need to deal when we come to the workplace. The objective of the studies are to examine the relationship between employees' attitude and organizational performance metrics. And the second objective is to investigate the impact of technology integration on enhancing employees' job satisfaction and organizational performance. The research methodology, the data were being collected through questionnaire method. The questions were open-ended and close-ended. 70 respondent responses were considered after data screening, filtering, sorting. Further, journals, newspapers, and articles were studied to complete my research work. These are the literature reviews which I have studied. Now I directly come to the data analysis and interpretation part. Basic information regarding the respondent: the 21% of the respondent are from financial sector, 24% IT sector, 9% education sector, 3% healthcare sector, 6% manufacturing, retail 12%, and other sectors 25%. I have asked a question related to the level of satisfaction with the current job, and what I can see here, and you people can also observe, many of the respondents, the majority of the respondents were generally satisfied with their current job, as they have rated their satisfaction as 2 or 3. But even here I can say that further analysis may be needed to understand the factors which influence satisfaction level and identify any workplace improvement area. The next question which I have asked, that how would you rate the level of your engagement with your work? And here are the responses. The overall interpretation suggests that the majority of responses indicates a significant level of engagement with your work. The next question is, how often do you receive feedback on your performance? This is very crucial to know. This study reveals that there is still a notable percentage of the respondents that receive feedbacks rarely on their work performance. And this is the highlighting point, and it needs an importance to be discussed to establish a consistent and effective feedback system to support employees' growth and development. How do you perceive the overall organizational culture? Yes, the majority of the respondents perceive the culture positively, while a smaller percentage, approximately 2.9%, perceive it negative. Additionally, around 34.3% of respondents holds a neutral perception. Understanding these perceptions can guide HR managers in addressing any area of concern and reinforcing positive aspect of the culture. How often do you use technology tools in your daily work? Most of the people are heavily relying on the technology. And further, I have asked a question that how has the implementation of technology improved your job efficiency? Yes, was the respondent by 54 responses. Now, has technology integration positively affected your overall job satisfaction? Here are the responses from the respondents. And how likely are you recommend implementing similar technology integration strategy to enhance job satisfaction and organizational performance in other organizations? 45 of the respondents strongly recommend the technology implementation integration strategies to enhance job satisfaction and organizational performance so far. So, do you feel that you are adequately trained to use the technology tools provided by the organization? Based on the responses, probably 53.52 feel adequately trained, but there was a big portion who feel inadequately trained. The findings of my study is the majority of the respondents are actively engaged with their work and they are relying on technology tools in their daily tasks. Next finding is a significant proportion of respondents perceive technology integration positively and believe it enhances their job satisfaction. Majority of the respondents feel that technology integration has greatly increased their job involvement and commitment to the organization. And yes, there is a strong inclination among respondents to recommend technology integration strategies in other organizations. Now coming to the conclusion, yes, there is a positive correlation between technology integration, feedback frequency, organizational culture, and job satisfaction among respondents to enhance their work-related attitude. Technology integration has provided quick access to vast information source, enabling faster decision-making and informed action. Tools such as email, messaging apps, video conferencing has revolutionized communication, facilitating efficient interaction among colleagues, clients, and their collaborators. Also, the ability to work from anywhere with internet connectivity responses, how relying on enhancing performance. Now, when I come to the suggestion, organizations should continue investing in technology tools and infrastructure. Regular and constructive feedback mechanisms are needed. Introducing performance management software will be very helpful. Deploying online tools to gather and resolve the problems quickly will be needed. Encouraging technology literacy is very much important. Many of the respondents have raised their point that technology literacy is still low, as I can see in the research also. So by implementing these suggestions, organizations can create a conducive work environment that promotes employee satisfaction, productivity, and organizational success. When it comes to the strategic role of HR in leveraging technology integration to enhance employees' attitude and organizational performance is very important in driving sustainable growth and fostering a culture of innovation and excellence within the modern workplace. In a very short span of time, I've chosen this topic and tried to match with the broader theme of this conference. The future scope of this research is, yes, it should be examined the long-term impact of technology integration on employee satisfaction, productivity, and organizational performance with a focus on HR-led training intervention to enhance technology adoption and utilization. So thank you very much. This is all about from my side. Thank you so much.
इसको close करते हैं। हाँ, do you have any question? So now we have the last paper to be presented by Mr. Vijay. Sir, can you please share your slides?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. I am sharing.
Dr. Vijay?
Sir. Actually, this PPT format is not supporting from Android, but I am having slides in front of me, and I also shared with the panel members in the morning also. Can I share? Can I talk directly, sir? Because slides are in front of me here, but I couldn't share there.
1 minute, sir. Please hold on. We have your slides.
Okay. Yes. Please, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my research paper title is Digital Marketing and Online Purchasing of EV, that is electric vehicle, a way of business sustainability. Myself, Dr. Vijay Dhamore, I am from Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University and working as an associate professor for MBA department. Now, in today's presentation, I will cover introduction, review of literature, data analysis, results, discussion and findings, conclusion, references, and after that, question and answers. Now, I have chosen the topic for electric vehicles because this is a need of our, and all over the globe, all countries are recommending for making and manufacturing of green marketing vehicles or products to make carbon emissions less, and it is also beneficial for global warming also. And also consumer behavior trends are nowadays changing for purchasing the vehicles which are petrol and diesel fuel oriented. Now, introduction. Adoption of electric vehicles is an innovative business models for many governments. Consumer preferences are nowadays shifting towards electric vehicles due to pollution control norms and policies adopted at global level. Major manufacturing giants, automobile brands in India like Mahindra and Tata started to offer electric cars in India online. So this study objective is to check the online purchase behavior of consumers towards electric vehicles and to know the different variables or factors influencing on the digital marketing of these electric vehicles, which are also supporting the sustainable innovation. Now, sustainable development or sustainability defined as meeting the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generation to see their needs. Sustainable innovation in business involves emerging of new products, processes, facilities, and technologies that empower economic development and comfort of stakeholders and institutions, although concerning the words natural properties and regenerative capability. Theoretically, the use of green marketing concept is indeed an exciting thing because of environmental problems are quite sensitive issues and have received very public considerations. Now, green products, especially electric vehicles. Why green products are chosen for this study? Because green products have relatively high initial cost but lower long-term cost. Circulation channels or eco-friendly places. Companies aiming to green their products should successfully position themselves more broadly in their market. Digital marketing, green marketing, customer loyalty is also having noteworthy is an impact on sustainable innovation performance. The objective of this study, initial effort to study the relationship between green marketing, digital marketing, product innovation, and its antecedents for digital marketing. Review of literature I have done for, I think, for 5 variables I have considered in this study, and I have studied for this literature review. Digital marketing, first variable or construct. Digital marketing is the practice of the internet and the habit of other interactive technologies to create and link information between companies and acknowledge consumers. So nowadays, internet or digital marketing can be in the form of websites, search engine marketing, web banners, social networks, viral marketing, email marketing, and affiliate marketing. Irene et al. In 2021 concluded that product innovation had a positive and significant effect on industrial performance. The 4 variables, which include as digital marketing, green marketing, networking, and product innovation, were used to analyze the sustainability or business existence of the silk cluster in Polewadi, Mandar. Digital marketing used social media accommodations chosen by MSME sectors to increase the reach of their product selling in the midst of a pandemic. The use of social media for digital marketing resolutions proven to maintain customer awareness of the products they sell or offer. Green marketing. Green marketing, or it can be also called as environmental marketing, is defined as the consistency of all the activities that design services and facilities for the satisfaction of human needs and desires with no impact on natural environment. The American Marketing Association, or AMA, defines green marketing as marketing products that consider a responsibility to protect the environment, combining several activities such as product modification, fluctuations in production processes, packaging, advertising strategies, and cumulative mutual awareness of the rules of green marketing of an industry. Polanski in 2011 states that green marketing is an effort made by companies to design, promote, price, and allocate products in a way that promotes environmental protection. Product innovation. Innovation in a product or service supposed by consumers as a new product or service. In simple terms, innovation interpreted as a revolution related to new products. However, innovation is not only limited to the development of new products or services. Innovation also includes new business thinking and new processes. Innovation means observing consumers to find and satisfy the customers by providing new products. Innovation is very important for the various reasons like technological changes. The effect of environmental fluctuations on the product life cycle is getting shorter, and expectations in meeting needs expect more in terms of quality, renewal, and price. Innovation can lead to faster growth, increase market segments, and create a better corporate position. The STAT in 2018 study exposes that there is a notable prevalence of interest in electric vehicles among those aged 29 and below, with a majority of 77%. The introduction of electric vehicles has marked the origination of new era in global transportation. Customer loyalty. Fikri and all in 2016 studied that customers were more likely to maintain long-term and repeat business relationship with the company. Yanor et al. In 2017 argued that customers were satisfied and feel emotionally attached to the company, they would be more likely to become loyal customers. According to research from Minta in 2018, states that the mediating variable is customer commitment can mediate customer consummation to customer loyalty. Even today, the loyalty of online consumers to specific products weakens the position of green products. If the price were attractive, the consumer would prefer the branded product. The researchers Perloff and al. In 2012 states that have examined consumer perception regarding branded and green products, found that respondents ranked green products lower than branded with the criterion of quality, appearance, or image and appeal. Name sustainable innovation. Sustainable innovation, reasonably defined as the development of new products, processes, services, and technologies that contribute to the development and well-being of human needs and institutions while respecting the world's natural possessions and regenerative capacity. A sustainable corporation was one that creates profit for its stakeholders while protecting the environment and educating the lives of those with whom it interacts. Chang and Zhang in 2019, Chain 2001, Pujari and all 2003 states that it had been noticed that as online consumers became more environmentally aware, the entrepreneurs seek to develop green sustainable products. After doing thorough literature review and finding the different variables or construct for the my research paper, the constructs are digital marketing, green marketing, customer loyalty, product innovation, and sustainable innovation. This is the conceptual model I have developed. Data analysis, I have collected the data from 176 female or girls who are going for colleges or schools and who are the age group of 18 to 30. And sampling method is purposive sampling method. I've tested the questions for reliability and validity check. That is the reliability statistics is Cronbach alpha is 0.909, which is the acceptable levels for 23 items. Scale statistics, it shows that the standard deviation is 10.416 for 23 items and variance is 108.491 and mean is 44.50. Summary item statistics, it shows that item means total item means it is in the range 0.750 and item inter-item correlations are 1.114. So correlation coefficient is near to 1, which is also acceptable one. It is done for 23 items. So finally, one of the findings I have done from this research, I have found the variables or construct, which is the we can say half part of my research paper, because hypothesis I can develop from this, but due to a time limitation, there is a time limitation for me within a 15 or 20 days. I couldn't complete the things like data analysis and other things. Hypothesis development can be done. So I'm doing the conclusion part. Digital innovation with specific reference to electric vehicles have attracted the youth, specifically female consumers, to buy green marketing products. Electric vehicles has a fuel and cost advantage, and electric vehicles use support green marketing. Electric vehicles, or electric vehicles as they are popularly called, are perhaps one of the most exciting innovations in recent times that can help reduce pollution causing emissions. So from this descriptive study, it is clear that digital marketing promotes green marketing products and consumers are preferring to buy such a kind of products through digital platform also. Ultimately, sustainable innovation performance measured by quality of a product and the use of product to support pollution-free environment in long run and to reduce carbon monoxide emissions. References I have taken from different papers through ResearchGate, even Google Scholars, even Emerald papers are referred for this study. So question and answers if any, and thank you. Thank you, sir. Any questions?
If one is
Hello, I couldn't voice. Hello.
No, we do not have any questions from you. For you, if
Okay.
you have any questions, you can ask any of the participants. Otherwise, I'd like to congratulate all of you for your great presentations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and consideration for us. Thank you for session chair also. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. Thank you so very much. Yes, these conferences are always the great sources of knowledge sharing. We all know. And that is why I'd like to congratulate all of you, all the presenters, those who have presented physically, those who have presented virtually, for your valuable presentations. We came to know about so many new developments of various fields which you have shared through your presentations, which you are doing or you have conducted in your respective research works. Hopefully this contributions from your side will be contributing, definitely it will contribute to the knowledge base, and hopefully in future it will contribute or will have some practical implications as well. Yes, some of the research works which you have presented are currently at the very nascent stage, but hopefully we'll be continuing with all these things and will have some meaningful implications in future. So once again, I congratulate all of you for your valuable presentations and valuable time. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Sachin sir,
So on behalf of CIBMIT 2024 team members and MIT Business School, MIT University Patna, I thank you all, and I also thank Professor Kishore. Very thank you, sir. So we'll close the session.